Unable to find. I don't give a shit about the face mask plugin. Anyways, guys, we're back with old boy Calford.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are live now.
Oh shit! Why can't I see myself?
Because it's gonna go there. Oh yeah, I got pulled up here.
We got ourselves a little.
You know, I always think about like if I ever became famous, like these podcasts would get out.
It'd be real nice.
Like
for us.
I mean, yeah, well, yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it
just drunk, hiccuping.
No, like it would. A lot of shit would backfire on me. Like,
I mean,
I think it would probably happen to us too if we ever got famous. Like if I got like big for if I did something stupid, like if I made a song and all of a sudden I got famous as a musician, and then someone sees this podcast, like, oh, I'm gonna get in troubles.
no way. I think it'd be one of those things like, oh, he used to be real.
He's a fake ass bitch now.
And then you'll have like your fans that have been watching the podcast and you're like, man, I was in before he was like mainstream.
oh my god, did you guys see my poll on Twitter?
Your what?
My poll.
Oh yeah, I did actually.
Did you vote?
I was trying to decide if I should vote or not.
I
was like, how edgy do I want to be if I should vote or not?
No, so it got 65 votes and it has 92% yes, 8% no. And all the comments are like, who said no? And
I was gonna put no.
What's the question?
Can girls rape guys?
Oh.
Because I keep seeing all this Melanie Martinez bullshit, like some artist that I never heard of, and like everyone keeps quoting, she's a rapist, and it has like thousands and thousands of retweets. So I'm just like, huh. So I was like, can girls rape guys?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was gonna put no just to be edgy, like.
Damn.
No.
Wait, we can't say that word on here, can we?
I mean, it's context kind of based thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Remember
I can't like say it to Wes like, hey, I'm gonna, you know. But like, if you're,
remember when I was saying the F word?
hey, everyone said something. I've said it on this show before, to be honest. I've said all of them, all the bad
I feel
words.
like we've all gotten in trouble with Twitch.
Yeah, we haven't gotten in trouble yet, so
We're not trouble, but like we've all gotten like
we're like,
a little
uh-oh.
ass bite for a sec. Oh god.
We're not finna have some of that.
Literally, I've had a long, hard fucking week.
You earned this.
I earned this fucking $6 vodka.
I've been just drinking shitty vodka, so I'm ready.
Actually, I think it's like $9, but whatever.
I keep buying those shitty plastic bottles that are
Ew,
$3.
like Bartons.
Yeah. I buy the little like fifths of those.
Oh.
Yes.
Dude, my friends, they've been drinking Bartons for the last like month straight, like every other night. I'm like,
Ugh.
Come on, you gotta upgrade some nights.
no,
You
literally.
gotta get something a little bit better, at least
You
once
can't
a
drink
week.
rubbing alcohol for
No,
fucking
yeah.
a month.
Like, I'll pull up with a bottle of Hennessy and they're like, you need to throw that shit away. I'm like, they're like, that shit's gross. I'm like, that shit's fucking
You're
gross.
drinking
Like,
Bartons and shit. God damn it. I'll take the paint off your car.
This is true.
That's some.
Bartons is nasty. I'm not a fan.
I've only reached a point in my life where I like resorted to that because I was broke and I was like, well, I want to get fucked up. So
I know.
I remember I brought it to a party one time and everyone, it was sitting on the counter. Everyone was like, who brought that shit? And I was like, I don't know who did.
And I just keep buying those, the little bottles, and keep it in my back pocket at a party.
Right.
And I was making everyone else drink it. I was like, you drink this. Like, no. Like,
Drink from me. I am your communion.
and that's when I was getting Austin fucked up. I was like, drink this. And he did. Oh, sick clouds.
Dude,
Really?
Vape Lord Deluxe over here.
I broke my snow wolf, my really nice snow wolf. I'm so
Damn.
sad. I dropped it and then like, you know where the tank mounts into the mod?
Yeah.
It's stuck. Like it won't twist out and the part that's mounted in came out, but it won't come out. So it just twists and it won't just come
that
out.
fucking sucks.
So I'm just kind of like, well, that $230 mod, well, all together, everything was,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's gone. That's done for.
I got this one for free.
There's a little spider right on the mic stand. Right here, see?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was like, I just saw movement. I was like, what's this movement? Little Spidey boy.
Damn, dude, let him bite you. He'll turn into Peter Parker. Oh, wait. Too late.
So how's the show
always
been
Peter
lately?
Parker.
Has it been like doing good, stagnant, average?
Yeah, we took a
been
little
getting better.
break for the last, like, during the holidays and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Just to kind of refresh, and now we've come back with a little bit more, like, content and...
Yeah,
more
and actual
energy.
new stuff, not just random, you know. So we're trying to actually,
Talking about scissoring all night, like
yeah, it's pretty much.
We
So-
still talk about scissoring, but...
I mean, yeah.
and then we'll do
Not just talking
Yeah, we throw in a little bit of organized stuff now and again.
Yeah. Yeah, our new one.
You can start with that one if you want.
Should I start with it?
Yeah, mix it up.
Yeah, lead the show,
Usually.
guys. I'm just like trying to like.
Then we can go from there.
So the new segment for you, Calford, it's called Sex Shop Chronicles.
Okay.
And
I just. So, that'll be good. That's for the Patreon.
Ooh,
It's a story though. Trust me. Like, but go on.
that's what I like to hear. So
Oh hell no.
bring the booze over. What up, Alec? So the backstory for new listeners, I'll just tell it every time, is we have a friend of the stream who works up at a sex store in Colorado.
Okay.
And basically she just has some of the craziest stories. Like our first one involved incest.
Oh.
Yeah, they have a thing there called an arcade, and it's like you
Like
can
you
go.
just
It's
play
like
and fuck your
booths,
cousins?
pretty much.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
like booths where you can watch porn, and they have like glory hole slots on them and stuff.
Yeah.
So
This is real?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So she said a lot of what it is like people closet gays and stuff that will go there and just blow other dudes, like try to be secretive, during the.
I can relate.
So that's like a lot of what she says it is. Like that goes back to the booths is.
So with the first episode, Forrest didn't know that I was bringing it or whatever, and his first thing was like, she mentions there's regulars.
Yeah, she said there's regulars to the sex shop.
And
so I just had so many questions about
so
these.
what she's been doing now is we've been getting a story on top of like a bio of one of her regulars, like what they're like.
Okay.
So this week we have a new bio and a new story. This week's name is Red Hat. I
Yeah.
guess is
Because he probably wears a MAGA hat.
Carrot head.
yeah.
Carrot top.
So here's the bio. Red Hat is a regular arcade customer. He's about 5'10", 220 pounds. Always
Me.
wears a red always wears a red baseball cap and low key looks like Santa without the beard. He comes in every single day and stays in the arcade for hours. He always only buys the minimum, $7, which gets you 28 minutes. And
That's
cruises.
good. That's good. I like that. I like 2 minutes. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you got some time to spare.
Yeah. Spill your heart out,
Oh, okay. So I didn't know this. So he buys the minimum and cruises. If you don't know, cruising.
What's cruising? Oh.
Yeah, if you don't know, cruising is walking, driving around locally in search of a sexual partner, usually anonymously, casually, or for a one-night stand. So I guess cruising is a term for like looking for somebody.
Okay.
There are also special websites and phone services set up specifically for gay cruising.
Oh.
We have heard from many customers, as well as read reviews on gay cruising websites, how the man in the red hat always gives the best head, and he even swallows. Our favorite website as a store is squirt.org.
Squirt.org.
Not sponsored.
Not spot. Okay.
We need to be.
Right? We even have a store account so we can look at how our store is doing, reading hilarious comments from our customers, and increase our arcade business. Anyway, Red Hat always gets glowing reviews, and he's well aware that we know what he does back there. When he came in yesterday, I said, "There he is, the man, the myth, the legend." My manager started a slow clap for him. Red Hat loves the attention and ate the shit right up. For a while, he creeped me out because on the way out of the arcade, would always say, "Be a good girl, sweetie," in the creepiest old man way. I got over it really quickly, though, once I realized he probably just had 5 different dicks down his throat a few minutes before.
God damn it.
So that's Red Hat. He's a top-tier wiener gobbler. And then she linked squirt.org.
Wait, she typed all this out?
Yeah, she writes me all the stories.
Okay. Okay, weird.
Right?
So the story for this week, I didn't read beforehand. I usually been reading these beforehand, but I wanted to have the shock of the first hearing of it as well.
Watch it not be clear.
Right, damn. So this is the starting. As you know, the arcade is the money maker in our store, but we do have another option if people want to suck some dick a little more privately. We have the option to preview a movie before you purchase it. The biggest difference between the arcade and previews are privacy, price, and variety. In the arcade, you pay by the minute, can choose between 120 channels and there are 22 booths. Our previews cost $8 for small booths and $11 for 12 booths. You can pick any movie we have in the store and preview it up for 2 hours. And there are only 9 booths total. Of the 9 booths in our preview room. Only 7 of them actually work. Booth number 9 has been out of order for as long as I can remember. Because of this, our janitors only checked and cleaned booth 9 maybe once a month.
Could you imagine being the janitor?
We have one absolutely worthless janitor and doesn't work unless someone is consistently telling him what to do. And our other janitor is a 70-year-old grumpy old man that would forget his head if it wasn't attached. So when I say this booth gets caught clean once a month, that is a very loose statement. A few months ago, the grumpy old man janitor came downstairs from their preview booths and insisted that we shut the store down immediately. This man talks out of his ass and wants us to call the police on our customers regularly. So this was nothing out of the ordinary.
Wait, is this illegal?
Yes. No, it's legal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit.
What's up, Austin?
Yeah, it's legal. However, when I asked why he told me to lock the front door and come upstairs with him, when I followed him, he had me look in booth 9 and tell him what I saw. I kid you not, there was a mini meth lab set up in the booth. How in the fuck? I shut down the store, called the police, our corporate office, my manager, and the DEA. We don't have cameras in the preview hallway, so we have no idea who set it up, and the investigation is still ongoing. Needless to say, our janitors now have to check every single booth, even if it's out of service.
Damn, they were slowly just bringing in beakers and shit.
Setting up a meth lab in a sex shop.
What the fuck? That's some shit you do at home.
That's some shit you probably just don't do.
I mean, yeah, but like if you do it at home, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, in a fucking sex shop, set up in a booth.
I don't know where at in
That means someone has to know.
Dude, we need to go to Colorado.
Right?
Use some sex booths. I just knock on, little fella.
Hello?
Got any meth?
I just want to know, like...
Just want meth and a blowjob, sir. Continue on.
Because from my understanding where she lives, it's not, like, in a bad area. So, is it just the fact that it's such a big city? 'Cause I think she lives in Denver. Is it just such a big city that you just get a wide variety of weirdos, or...
I don't know. Probably. I feel like because every time I go out of state, like out of Utah, like when I travel for work and stuff, I like out of state. Like it's nice, but it's people are weird.
Yeah,
like
different.
Yeah, like I mean, but that's probably how they feel when they come here.
Yeah.
But like
I feel
people
you.
are like weird, like in a whole nother level when I go out of state.
That's why I always talk about, like, I kind of... Like, besides, like, a couple places, I like Utah, just because, like, there's less of a... I don't know, there's less of that creeper factor.
Yeah, they're still here.
No, they're still here, don't get
but
me
not
wrong.
as bad as like
Yeah.
North Dakota. Like
Yeah.
Nevada. I don't know.
Nevada's-
Yeah, I used to work for a flooring company, so I worked out of state a lot too, and some weird
yeah,
stuff.
you go out of state and it's like a whole different world, and then
It's-
you come back to Utah and you're like, oh, like you're low key glad to be back. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
See, for me, it's like pick your poison, because I really like Oregon and Washington, like everyone else
Oh,
in
don't
America.
get me started on Washington, dude. Like I love Washington.
But you got to pick your poison, though, with that, too, because it's...
Dude, people out there are ugly. Like, okay, I know
I
I'm ugly, but like, I was on Tinder out there, and it was just like left. It was so bad.
When I was on, when I worked out of state too, I noticed that too. Like the people in like some of these states are like, man, like
You're a 10 out there.
yeah,
Like,
you're like these people are ugly, and then you come back, you forget, you're like, then this average looking person's like attractive, and you come back to Utah, like, oh, that person was. Ugh, it was a 4, and I was like, that's a top tier here in Montana.
no, literally, like.
I remember one of my friends said that if we moved to West Virginia, we'd be the hottest people there, because we both had blue eyes, and not one single person has blue eyes in West Virginia, apparently.
Damn, time to move to West Virginia. Come here. I would go by Cletus if I were by.
Y'all would
That's my new
get
name.
so much pussy in fucking West Virginia.
Yeah, but that's a question. They're like, ugh, like
Is that the kind of pussy you want?
Pussy is pussy.
you were right. You're right.
I just hear my straight friends say that all the time. I'm just like,
Just some one tooth girl
I'm like-
comes in, pussy's pussy.
like, not the same with dick, but like, okay. Suit yourself.
Dick is dick. Did you see that video that's going around on Tinder where it's a dating show, but you pick
It's their
the
dicks. Yeah.
That was the
Hilarious.
funniest shit ever.
It's a real show.
I was laughing so hard. I was like,
I didn't click the video, but I watched it like from how from like the thumbnail. And
Yeah.
I was just sitting there. I was like, huh, and then I just like watched a couple like a minute of it, and I just scrolled right past it. And I was like, I don't want to know.
I was laughing real hard. I watched that shit. It's just because the dude, like, so what it is, like, it's like they're in like little colored booths, bunch of dudes, and all you can see is like has this little thing that lowers, so you can't. It kind of looks like a bathroom window.
Yeah,
so
no,
blurry.
So you see like kind of like a silhouette.
Yeah.
It's been a show in Japan for like 15
Yeah,
years.
but this one wasn't Japan. It was in Europe somewhere.
Yeah, I know, but it's the same idea.
Yeah, it's so funny though, because it just all of a sudden lowers it up, and then the dude walks out awkwardly because he's like, he like kind of hugs her with his ass out. It's like,
Yeah, we were talking about the one they do in Japan where you they do like tits, and then you can eat like girls' pussies, like different pussies, and try and guess who they are, and
yeah,
have sex with them and try and guess who they
Other
are.
countries are so weird.
Other
Yeah.
countries are wild, way more wild than we think.
You're
we're
just
wild.
like, Mom.
Right? That's the one. I think it was Salty was
Yes.
talking about that. It was a mom, a dad, and a sister or something like
It
that.
was mom, sister, and girlfriend.
Oh yeah, and
That's
girlfriend.
fucked up.
Yeah.
And he's in there putting his ween in all of them. Fucked up.
Yeah. Ugh.
But I was gonna say about Washington and Oregon though is like, you gotta pick your poison up there because it's so hipster now.
Yeah.
And
The part I went to wasn't that hipster.
yeah,
It just depends where you go.
I went to the Tri-Cities area and I really liked it. Like it was city, you know, it was like whatever, but it wasn't like crazy city, but it wasn't like middle of nowhere, you know, it was like
Right.
so average.
You just have to stay out of middle Portland and middle Seattle.
Yeah.
Like Seattle's super nice, Portland's super nice, but if you're like in like the main area, you have to go on the outskirts of both of them.
yeah,
Like it's kind of shitty actually on the outskirts of both of them.
yeah. Because
but,
that's
like-
my family lives like right across. Like they live in Portland, Washington, I guess.
So like across the bridge.
Yeah, across the bridge, and it's nice. Like it's booming up there, and it's just Portland is.
You know what I hated about Washington though? Alcohol there is like really like food's taxed, you know, like
Yeah.
so bad. So like a bottle of liquor that's like $40 here is like
God,
$75
sneeze when
there.
something-
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fucking pricey.
But you can go to Costco and just buy bulk.
That's the
which
nice
is
thing about
weird.
some out states, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would have went and bought a bulk of Hennessy, you know, like
Honestly though, that was the weirdest thing is I went to Costco last time I went up there, and they have like 2 dedicated aisles to all the liquor you can think of, and then it's like they do the Costco thing where you're like, oh, you can get a normal sized Jameson bottle, or you can get a Jameson bottle, you know, that's will last you.
every time I see
long.
those
A
kind of
week.
bottles out of state, I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, why don't they have these in Utah?
Right?
And then they don't have shooters here. I barely found out that those are illegal here.
What are shooters?
The little tiny mini,
Oh,
like
yeah.
literally.
You can get some that are a little bigger than this at the liquor store, but they're behind the counter. You just have to ask
Half
for them.
pints.
Yeah.
What's up, Austin and Goggles?
Yeah,
Austin, how you liking the Jazz? Did they win tonight?
They destroyed tonight.
Good. Good.
LeBron was out, so
Oh,
they
makes
looked
sense.
Donovan looked real good tonight. He dunked right on this dude's face, McGee, and
I like
brought him
that.
to the boneyard. It was a rough, like, being that guy getting dunked on like that, like, because he had like 4 or 5 inches on Donovan too. It was like, poor fella.
So you know how I was telling you I called the dude who's on Duke that's dominating right now? I forgot his
Zion.
name. Yeah, Zion. I'm calling a new kid. I think he's a senior in high school right now. His name is Nico Menino or something like that.
Yeah,
Remember that name.
I'll watch it.
You heard it here first, January 12th, 2019.
Oh,
He's
it's
gonna
the 12.
be.
Okay.
He's gonna be
Oh, it is the 12th, and I can say happy birthday to Kai.
I'm gonna do it too.
first. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say I'm not a fast typer, so you may beat me.
Oh wait.
I
yeah.
just did it.
Oh shit! I barely pulled up my fucking messages.
Damn.
I have to scroll through and find him. There he is.
I was like, happy birthday, you sexy fuck. He's gonna reply back with his awkward, like, haha, thanks.
That's how I respond when I get nudes, because I don't know what to say.
She's like,
Thank you.
But yeah, I'm calling that kid. He's gonna be good in college.
I'll have to watch.
I want to be good in college. You know what's funny? Before I dropped out, I had good ass grades. Like, all my professors were like, what the fuck are you dropping out for? Like, you're doing so good. I'm just like, I don't got time for this shit. Like,
Yeah, fuck school. That's why.
Yeah, school's whack.
Yeah, I dropped out to it.
literally, not even a semester. I was like,
Yeah,
peace.
same. I should have just finished at least one semester. I was so close. I was like, just to say I did a semester. I still do, but
I know, me too.
semester in college.
No, it's like crazy because like I could afford it, you know, and everything like whatever. But like it's like my at home life was crazy, not like bad crazy, but just like there was a lot going on at home that I didn't have time for school for. So like my mom was in and out of the hospital, my dad was out of state for work, my sister was still in high school. She still is now, but like she was like a sophomore at the time, you know. So like there was just so much going on, and I had to take care of my mom. My sister was always gone. My dad was gone. It's like I was like, you know what, teacher, I can't do this. Like I have to take care of my family.
Yeah.
She's like, how many kids do you have? I'm like,
damn.
I'm like, my mom and my sister, bitch. Like,
don't worry. I'd like to give a shout out to my grandma. She just got out of surgery today.
Ooh, she a bad bitch.
And yeah, love you, grandma.
Oh, she watches.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's a bad bitch.
Okay. I was like,
she knows. Forrest's #1 fan, I think.
Hello.
I was telling him because that's like a joke between Forrest and I when my grandma comes over to have dinner
so
or whatever. I'll be like, "Oh, have you liked anything on the podcast lately?" She'll be, "Oh yeah, Forrest has been so funny." I'm like, "Thanks, grandma." Cheers.
I'm like, thanks.
I'm glad you appreciate me too, Grandma. I'm glad neither of my grandmas watch. They would not be happy.
It was really funny. So I don't know if my grandma, if she found our Twitter or what she did, but she found our hot dog picture.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you saw that one. It's where
my friend from Arizona sent it to me before I even had a chance to go on Twitter. She was like, tell them I'm juiced. I was like, shit. I'm like, okay.
We have a new edited version of it.
Yeah.
But
she was telling my mom about it, I guess. And then my mom told my dad, and my dad's like, "You guys doing some gay shit?"
Oh, hell no.
I'm like, "Dad, what are you talking about?" And I played it off like I didn't even know. He's like,
"You're like, what are you talking about?"
He's like, "The hot dog picture?" I'm like, "What do you mean a hot dog picture? What are you talking about, Dad?"
Let's remake it, but the hot dog's in each of our ass.
Or like a double-sided dildo in both of your asses.
We're just going...
And you're just like, subscribe.
Taking that picture was the hardest thing ever, though.
That was
just like
we should have recorded trying to take that.
Because I wasn't holding the hot. Just Wesley was holding the hot dog, and so like he was just holding a hot dog in his mouth like this, and like every time I went in to take the picture, I just couldn't do it. Just laughing so hard. Just Wes holding a hot dog like this, just staring at me. It was rough. It was real hard to not laugh. It took us like forever to take that fucking picture.
I bet.
I thought of a really funny thing to say with my...
We should have been holding each other's wieners in each other's hands with the hot dogs.
Patreon exclusive. I thought of something really funny to say with the Jesus picture, but I don't think I could have. It was going to get me in trouble, so I just did.
What were you going to say?
I can't say
it. You can't say it on
Patreon.
Yeah.
But, yeah, mobbing with my boy Jesus.
Yeah, it was good.
Taking over the streets.
It was a good picture. I liked it. Damn. And I was like, I'm ready for some Patreons. I still just want to really push the limits even for Patreon.
Yeah,
just to be fun and
just
edgy.
like kill someone on camera.
Yeah, I think that was like just me. I don't know.
Your whole podcast gets deleted. Like,
I think there should be a podcast where you don't say anything, but you're laid on this table on all hands and knees, naked with your ass just staring at the camera.
No, I'm just gonna sit naked Indian style, just eating fucking like corn dogs.
There you go.
Fucking fruit, like a fruit platter. I don't know. We'll see.
I'll just advertise.
We'll decide on
smoking a hookah.
Fancy.
Not saying a word, and people pretend like I'm not here. Like, oh, just let me get one of those. Just grab a fucking...
There's 2 other guests here, and I'm just talking to him. And we don't address you the whole time.
I'm just eating melons disgustingly, just super loud, and just.
And it's
tripping.
like going down. Yeah.
Oh, I'd be about that for sure.
And then it just like Frank and It's Always Sunny. I'm just drinking stuff, and it's just pouring down my face, and.
And it's like getting in your ass.
Yeah. Just pull a carrot out of my ass, dip it in ranch, and eat it.
Every once in a while, I'm like, okay, guys, 1 second. I go over and just lick your chest. Like, delicious.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the kind of views we need, though.
Why not?
We're just the top video on Pornhub for a while.
Hey, views are views.
Yeah, views are views, man.
Like,
pussy, views are views.
So, like, have you seen the new Pornhub video from Topshelfers?
It's really
It's just
weird.
you licking my chest and eating fruit.
Out of his ass.
Hey, man.
I'm just laying on my belly going...
Any exposure's good exposure.
You know, what works, works.
do we get to that?
True. Just gotta push the limits sometimes.
So what's new in the life of Calford lately? It's been what, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks since you've been on?
Probably more.
Yeah, probably longer than that. Like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Last one was with
Kenzie.
Cassie and Kenzie.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, we were drunk on mimosas.
It's like a white girl thing to do in the morning.
I know.
Mimosas.
Honestly, I low-key talk shit about mimosas, but I drink them so much. Like, I'm just like... My
That's
guilty
like,
pleasure, like, behind closed doors.
You're just secretly a fucking middle-aged white woman. That's what you are, deep at heart.
Yeah, I am.
Mimosas.
Oh my god, can I tell you guys a crazy story?
Yeah, tell us.
Oh my god, I told 2 people the story.
Yes.
Now you're about to tell a whole lot.
About to tell 15.
There's 4 for now.
So, a couple weekends ago, I got super drunk, right? And I'm like drunk, like blackout, full, like whole 9 yards, you know? So, I don't know what it is. Like, when I agree to sleep over at a friend's house, I'm like, yeah, I'll sleep over. But then I always, whether I'm drunk or not, I'm just like, I want to go home. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be my own bed, you know? So, I don't know why I always agree to sleep over at people's houses when I just know I'm going to be like, I'm going to end up leaving, but whatever, like, you know? So, I was supposed to my friend's house, whatever, and I'm like super fucked up. We're all fucked up. Everyone was just shit-faced, okay? Everyone. There was not one sober person in this household. And I Ubered. Well, I texted my sister and I was like, hey, like, leave my key on my shelf under the doormat. I'm coming home. And so she was like, no, I'll just come get you. And at that point, I had already requested the Uber. And she knew the address where she dropped me off at. And so then, and it's all the way in Roy, okay? Damn. And so she drove all the way to Roy, and I don't know why, like, I don't know if I was just ignoring her text messages or what, like, but I, like, got into Uber, I guess, you know? And then I, like, okay, next day I woke up in my bed, and I was like, what happened? You know, like, what happened last night? So I have an Uber receipt on my notification, and I'm like, okay, I Ubered home, that's good, you know, whatever. Yeah. So I look at it, I always examine the details of the Uber receipt whenever I Uber, whether I'm, like, you know, when I black out. And I went to, it was like 1800 South, something West, Bountiful, Utah, which is nowhere near my house. That's where they dropped me off, okay? And I freaked out. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, what? And I was looking at my text message with my sister, like, hey, come get me. Like, there was nothing. Yeah. So I don't know if I walked home or what. I doubt I did, but like, and then, but on my sister's, our Snap text, there was a text that just at 3:04 in the morning that says, get in. So I'm just kind of like, maybe she came and got me. But there was never any like text of like, hey, come pick me up, or hey, I'm here, or like there was no address sent. No, I'm still like confused about it myself, right? But here's the best part. I like checked my bank account and Uber charged me $75, and I've Ubered from that place here, and it was only like $26, okay? Yeah. And I'm like, why the fuck they charged me $70, you know? So then I go to the details on the receipt, and then it says I threw up in the Uber. Oh. And I was like, what? And there were like pictures of my throw up like on like the ground. And, the shit. Carpet. And then I like look at the clothes I wore like that night, like the night before, and there was no throw up. So that means I just went, yeah. Like, so I felt so like I was full of guilt and like regret and like confusion, and you know, like that feeling after the drink, like when you black out, you're like, what the fuck happened last night? So I felt so bad, and I was just kind of like, oh, and I still feel bad about this day. Like I'm like, oh, what happened? Why did I get dropped off at that weird? It's like 2 miles that way from my house. Yeah.
Do you think he puked and he was like, get the fuck out of my car?
No, but like there would be no reason for him to be way the fuck deep and Bountiful, you know, when I live right off the freeway. So like, I don't know. I'm still trying to like decode what happened that night. Like piece together.
1800 South?
So something like way over there. Yeah. Because when I showed on the map, because you know how on Uber it shows you where they take you in the city on the map thing, it was like way deep and Bountiful, like kind of almost by where like, not the boulevard, but kind of in that area where it starts to go up the hill. So I'm just so confused.
That is very weird.
So I can't read the name.
Ew, it's my friend from Arizona.
Oh, she called you a dumb bitch.
I know. Hi.
You went to Arizona though recently, right?
I was just there like back in November 30th to December 2nd, I think.
How was that?
So fun. Every time I go down there, I just want to move there. I just don't want to come back. Like, literally don't want. Like, I know everyone says about vacations, but I literally did not want to come back. Like, I was like, I'm going to stay here.
Except for summer. It seems like, I don't know, do you like it cold or hot better?
I don't know.
Cause I don't know. I think I'd rather have it more cold than hot. Cause
You
I can
know-
get warm much easier than I can get cold.
You know what's funny though is it was 63 degrees at night there, and like it
that's
felt good to me.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I was in a
amazing.
tracksuit. I was kind of sweating, like I was
Yeah.
kind of hot. My friends were all freezing their asses off, wearing jackets and shit. I was like, damn, okay.
When'd you guys come to Utah?
Yeah, like 63 beats.
She's coming to Utah actually.
Oh, she
Oh,
just
she-
said
yeah,
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to-
City though.
Yeah, I want her to come on to the show.
You finna come get juiced? All right.
Yeah, literally, but like. We're gonna get an Airbnb. We're gonna get fucked up. I mean, Utah compared to Phoenix is like Salt Lake City compared to Phoenix is like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, like the bar scene and everything out there is just so much better. Like,
Yeah.
Well, it's how isn't Phoenix and then Arizona State and then all that like ranked like one of the most party cities and party schools and
They've got a lot. And
they have a lot of bars. Like, you think bars here get lit? There's literally lines going down the street just to get into clubs and stuff like that. Like at every club.
Yeah,
There's,
I
like,
don't
lines.
think Utah really gets that lit.
But here, like
some of them. But
here, the biggest club in Salt Lake City, they barely have lines. So it's just
Let's go to Gracie's. Okay.
I fucking hate Gracie. I'm not a big fan of like the super like club bars, like
I'm not- yeah.
Bourbon House.
well, Bourbon House. I like
It's
stuff
not
like,
too bad, but
stuff like Elevate and stuff. I'm not a
Yeah.
big fan of that. My friend
Trails.
loves going
No.
there.
Yeah.
What's that?
Trails, it's a strip club,
Oh.
but it's 21 plus, so like they don't get completely naked. They just they serve
'cause-
alcohol though, but yeah.
Oh.
So they wear like pasties and shit, but they have booze there, so you can get bar. And, so
Sounds
it's only like,
boring.
so like I don't know. I've only been once, and I wasn't there. I was there for business. But
not pleasure.
yeah, I wasn't fucking hose. It was, yeah, I was.
Do they have any like gay strip clubs in Utah or not?
No, I don't think so.
I never like bothered to look into that.
I
I
don't
think they do nights at some of them.
Some of them. Oh yeah. So you'll like this. I don't know if you'll like this story, but so there's this place. I don't know where it's at, like Sugar House or something. But so we had this friend, and he's like, "Hey, let's go to this bar." He's like, "You have to like have a password or something to get in." And he's like, "It's just women wearing burlesque, like just no clothes, and they just bring you drinks and shit." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." And we got there. There was like a cover fee, and I was like, "I'm not paying." He's like, "I got everyone." We go in there. They weren't chicks. It was just all fucking dudes in burlesque, just like men in like man thongs and stuff, singing Christmas carols. And I was like, "What the fuck did you bring me to?" We're like, "It's gonna be so funny if he thought this whole time that they were chicks." Like, just brings us to a gay show.
I don't know. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
I'm not into strip clubs either. Like in general. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's,
I've been
it's weird.
to-
Like if I can't fuck them, what's the point? You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Scram! Thought?
like you waste money and you can't fucking fuck them. So
Yeah.
like,
I've been to
I just
3.
paid all that money to get teased?
and
dick.
one I got robbed pretty much. Fuck you, Vegas. And then I've been to.
That was a weird one in Vegas.
Yeah, that was a weird.
We went to a
one.
strip club in Vegas. I don't tell like stories, but like there was just like they had their B team in that night. Like we went there earlier, and it was just like real heavy women, tweaker ass chicks. One chick came up and asked me for Percocets, and I was like, I don't what.
shouldn't you have that?
Yeah. Like what the fuck is going on here? But if y'all want 13% alcohol beverages, let me know. I'll bring them on my flight.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, looking out.
She's just got a bag full of booze on
Here's
her.
my carry-on.
Well, because you know how they barely got like 4 Locos in Utah and how
Yeah.
10%.
Yeah.
Like she's always having on my stories like, what's that 10% pussy shit? I'm like, it's Utah.
Yeah, what do you expect? I know, I like how even at the liquor store, they're not even full percent. That's so fucking dumb.
Like they have like some 5% beers, but it's like Mike's and like pussy shit,
Yeah.
you know? But it's like really like
it's so dumb. It's like, I can't even get this shit at the liquor store, or it's way expensive. They have like those ice house ones, and they're like $35 for, I don't know, it's like a 24 pack. And I was like,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? No. For just shitty ass beer? No thanks.
Better taste wonderful.
It doesn't. It's fucking, it's
Like
like
cheap
drinking,
vodka and-
yeah, it's like drinking Keystone with high alcohol. Yeah.
It's like a hard pass on that.
Yeah, I was like, why? Yeah, I don't know, Utah liquor stores are dumb. We have a lot of dumb laws though. We're used to it though, I think so.
Yeah, I'm used to it, but when I go to stay like Phoenix, I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm like kid in the candy store, like I'm so like shocked by everything.
You're just at the gas station. You're like, I can buy this here.
No, yeah, my friend's just like, it's Phoenix. I'm just kind of like, okay, I get it now.
It's a whole new world.
God. Aren't they opening up a weed shop in Windover now? Which is weird because
Dude,
like They weren't going to because Utah was fighting it, but
They were fighting a weed shop in another state.
yeah, because they said it was within. Because so Wendover, part of Wendover's in Utah, part of it's in. But they're like, we need it at least 10 miles away from our border. It's like they're their own fucking state, you assholes.
And they're still gonna drive 10 more miles to get fucking.
Exactly.
I was not gonna stop it.
It was dumb. That's why I think they realized. And like, oh, okay.
Tell them about Henny. Henny. Which story?
You got all of them.
I mean, we drink Henny.
That, constantly. I've had Hennessy like 2 times in my life.
Feel some type of way.
I love it.
I don't even remember. Is it like sweet?
I wouldn't say sweet. I mean, yeah.
Is it cognac? Is that what they're called?
It's not as sweet as Southern Comfort because that's sweet, you know.
Yeah.
But like, it's definitely a lot sweeter than average whiskey. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not like sweet to where you're like, oh, this is sweet. Like it.
The price difference.
Oh, okay. So Hennessy in fucking Arizona is like, I don't know, $30.
Mm.
And here it's like 45. I'm like, and then in Washington it's 78. I'm like, what? Like, alcohol's weird.
Yeah, it is. I saw that's so funny. He's talking about prices. That when I was at the Salt Lake liquor store the other day, there was this chick, and she definitely looked homeless, but she was buying 4 bottles of the big bottles of Patron. I was like, what the fuck? She's booling out here. She's homeless, and she just I was like she was raggedy ass bitch, and she was just balling out on Patron. I was like,
making that good money on
the
side of the street.
Does she just look like that, or just like, I don't know.
I've seen the lady multiple times that used to be around here who would hold up the sign.
Yeah.
And then she would get in like brand new Jettas and Audis and shit. And I'm like, okay.
She was making that good money then.
Well, there's the dude in, I can't remember what state it was, but he has his master's
The guy in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had won the lottery or something, or he had a lawsuit. And he had won $2 million, and then he lost the $2 million. So now he pretends to be homeless. He's in the wheelchair.
Yeah, thanks.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, he got like a lawsuit from Yamaha. Or he crashed a motorcycle or something and sued them. And he had $2 million, spent it all, and now he pretends to be homeless. He was even on the news, like he was pretending at first, and then they got him to like stop doing the voice.
He pretends that he's Down syndrome.
Yeah,
and he does like you. If you were to walk past him, you wouldn't think twice. Like, oh, that guy has like Down syndrome. Like,
and yeah, he just all of a sudden he acts all normal. He's like, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
and then
that's so fucking ugly.
Yeah, and he's like, what happens when people catch on to you? He's like, let's move on to the next place. And like he was just admitting on the news, he's like, yeah, people still give me money. He's like, everyone knows. I'll just move on to the next city and then start over again. I was like,
I wonder how much money they make.
A lot.
Yeah,
really?
They've talked like there's been like there's people who go and do it who aren't homeless.
Just to like see what they like, how much they can make.
They make more money than they do at their day job.
Oh fuck! I should do that.
Just pretend like, yeah, they probably get so much. Especially depends on where you are. If you're in a rich area, a rich area will they allow it because all the rich places are like, get the fuck out
like
here.
Security and shit.
Yeah,
right?
so
They're
like
kicked out of the gateway within like 7 minutes of trying to do it.
Damn, now you would get allowed right in. You been in the gateway lately?
No.
It's a homeless swarm there.
Really? It looks nice.
The gateway like
actually I haven't been.
Ago.
Nah, I was gonna say I haven't been too recently. I
well,
went
because there's the.
It looks so nice now. Like
I went like I was gonna say I went like 6 months ago when no stores were there. Like everything was closed down, and like half the places were empty because they're all moving to City Creek.
They have like bars there now.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I heard. I was gonna say it's been like 6 months.
So there's the intersection in between where apparently that's where homeless can sit and panhandle or used to be able to. So in high school, me and our friend Andreas and was it Manuel? I think it was Manuel. Yeah, we did a project where we wanted to see which person could make the most money panhandling, and mine was I did like a college student who needed money for school or whatever. And I sat down with my sign and got kicked out of the gateway within like 4 minutes of sitting down.
Oh no.
Yeah. My favorite part about that is Andreas like went like the extra mile and legit looked homeless. Like he I don't know if he just was like waiting for the day, like he had all the clothes ready. And
he was
everything.
just like, I'm ready, waiting for my moment, like
But yeah, when I went like I don't know, 6 months to a year ago, it was everything was gone, and there were just homeless people just sitting everywhere in there. Because
That looks really nice now.
I was gonna say I went to a movie because like all the stores were closed down. I was like, this is a fucking graveyard.
Yeah.
And
I was there when it was like that too. It was
Yeah.
like I was like, ew.
but yeah, that's when they were very first opening like a lot of the new stores and stuff. They very like barely put in that like little jungle gym thing for kids.
Yeah.
So like. I haven't been there recently.
Remember when Gateway was the shit like 10 years ago?
Hot. Yeah.
I worked at Journeys for a while too, but that was when it was on its downfall. Like,
You were like had no customers.
yeah, we did sometimes, but like it was like right when City Creek opened, so like everyone was going to City Creek, but like Gate was still kind of there. So
You
like
look like you just got off work at Journeys.
I know that's everyone's like you still look just like you work at the mall. Like, fuck you. It was okay.
I always wanted a job that I can like get ready for, but then like I think about how nice it is just rolling out of bed and just going to work. Like
It's real nice. I agree.
Right?
it makes getting ready on the weekends like more fun instead of
Yeah.
like because all my friends who have jobs that they need to get ready and look like nice for it, they're like it fucking sucks. They're
Yeah,
like,
now
I just want to roll out of bed and come to work, but I can't. I'm just kind of like that's
Fridays and Saturdays come around, you're like, here we go. I can actually look nice for once in my life.
literally.
I went to David Buster's a couple weeks ago.
I still want to go
Down
there.
Gateway. It's a lot of fun. Like, it's it's fun because the prizes that you can actually win there are like cool shit.
Really, when I went, they were like,
Well, like they're still like kiddie stuff. Like they're not like
The coolest thing I got from there was a Raven stuffed doll from Teen Titans.
that's pretty fucking dope.
It's
I'm
in my
about
room,
that.
Like, it's hanging on the wall. Like,
I blame
Obamacare.
yeah, I blame those old cartoons for my taste in women, because gotta say, always looking for that big titty goth girlfriend, right?
that Raven pussy.
What powers were hers? Didn't she do like
She could like do a lot of shit. Like she
teleport
was
or
like
go invisible?
she was like Scarlet Witch from the Avengers. Like,
Okay.
yeah, Scarlet Witch is like the human version of Raven. Pretty
I gotcha.
much.
Raven was the best character.
I always wanted her powers when I was a kid. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck Beast Boy, fuck Cyborg. Like, oh, Raven's where it's at. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when Cyborg went 110%, broke that fucking meter.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
What was
It was the episode where he fought that like big robot guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the other girl's name on that show?
Starfire?
Yeah, Starfire. I was just waiting for her and Beast Boy to fuck.
Dude, I know.
I wanted that to happen for
I just
so
want
long.
an orgy of all of them. Give them that cyborg dick. Do you think it's like just a dragon? What are they, dragon dildos? That's
Probably.
He just rolls it out.
I
Up
think
on,
so.
baby.
It's just like,
This baby has 14 different modes.
Yeah.
oh, 14 different settings.
It just, yeah. I don't know. I keep seeing videos and pictures about that person in the tech industry that made some dildo or something, and they're saying it's like sexist. I don't know if you've seen it. Let's see if I can find it. I don't even know why. I was like,
How's a dildo sexist?
that's what I was wondering. I just kept popping up sexist dildo. Dildo.
The
We'll type in
world's
sex toy.
Stupid.
Sexist sex toy.
Let's see if it. This one, yeah.
Why?
Immoral female toys for sexism problem. Like, I don't know why that is sexist.
That looks like a normal dildo.
Yeah, but like they made her get rid of it and stuff. Oh, my thing's frozen. It's like, you're looking at dildos.
It's like demonetized.
But yeah, they said that thing's fucking sexist, and I don't know why. It's just a fucking sex toy.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think people are just getting wild. Like,
They just want to have clickbaity articles, I think.
I know, it still just reminds me of that South Park where they do the 23andMe and they're like, I'm 19% oppressed. 'Cause they're
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
like they're like 23andMe shit. I'm from Africa. White people wild.
Show you
never
my
gonna-
dildo.
I'm
Jesus
never gonna do a DNA test like that.
Mine's coming back.
Wes.
I want to know.
The government's gonna have your DNA now.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. They already do, probably.
They just like,
Mailing.
they got your tissues out of your trash can. Like, this is cum.
Your tampons.
I've been mailing a sample of my semen to Trump for the past year.
Just every day.
Just seeing what he would do with it.
Just like, what do you think? Does this look normal to you?
Yeah. I know you know everything about everything. How does this look?
Will you launch this bad boy over the wall? Oh, fuck.
Hey, but bet though.
She said, I'll show you my dildo.
I mean, she don't got one.
It's just this giant black dildo.
Ugh.
Man.
So, you know what OnlyFans is, right? It's like that, like a lot of Instagram famous people use it. It's like where they post like content they can't post on
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah.
So I said there's this one guy I follow on Instagram and like I'm like, oh, he's so hot, you know. So I subscribed to his OnlyFans only because it was $6 a month. So I was like, okay, because all of them are like $35.99 a month. And I'm just kind of like, oh, bitch, like you ain't that hot, you know. Yeah. So I was like, okay, $6 a month, I can do this. So I subscribed to it. So many fucking huge dildos. I'm like, like it's so not normal. Like it's.
People aren't like this.
It shouldn't be physically possible to shove something that big up your fucking ass. Like, and he fucking does it. Like, I wasn't even horny. Like, I just watched it because I was like, I need to see how the fuck this like works. You know, like
I kind of feel bad too. Like getting to that point for people because like they can't just do like normal shit and get off. They gotta
have a fucking big ass truck up their ass and shit.
Right.
Nah, could not be me.
Yeah, I feel bad for him too. I saw this thing. This reminded me of. See if I can find it. I was gonna make a logo.
Are you gonna show us porn?
No. I was gonna make this logo for the dildo spatula. Oh look, see, dildo spatula.
Oh hell no.
So then I was clicked here, right, and then I found this website. Oh, there it is. So it's kind of like Clone-A-Willy, but this one clones your balls too.
Oh, okay.
So you can have a clone of your dick and balls that vibrates.
That's pretty hilarious.
And I was like, could you imagine if like we started a Topshelfers store and you could buy replica dicks and balls? Get the Force Curse exclusive. Just like guests come over like, hey, will you be willing to do something for us? We make our guests put their dick and balls in a fucking mold.
Oh no!
Buy the Calford dick.
Oh my god. They have those at Spencer's.
Oh shit, I might buy one.
Yeah, it's literally called Clone-A-Willy.
Yeah, just...
They have glow-in-the-dark ones too.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm gonna buy it just because I'm curious. Just
hey, good night. Thanks for hanging out.
I just pull my own... They're like, hey, you want to see my dick? And I reach in my pocket, and I just got my own dildo.
Right.
Woo!
One of my friends, I'm not gonna name him, but he has a mold
Nate?
of his own... Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not even gonna continue that story.
I know Cassidy told us about it. She said they made Clone-A-Willies, and she said that at first it was real small, and then as Clone-A-Willies got progressively bigger over the years. I was like, oh, good for him.
Yeah,
he kept hitting me with them, and I'm like, please. I'm like, I know we're close friends, but
don't put your dick on my face, man.
Oh.
Yeah, and he has a couple of. He kept throwing them at me. I was like, I'm trying to enjoy my fucking cheesecake. Like, leave me alone, man.
You did cheesecake.
Or what was I eating? It was either cheesecake or like barbacoa or some shit. I don't fucking know. I was eating something like I always fucking am, and I was like,
barbacoa.
Dude, chill.
Scram, bud.
I've never actually had barbacoa.
Barbacoa.
Is that what it's
commercials?
Called?
Yeah.
The food truck, right? That's now a store. Or
no, I have no idea.
Kebab. It's called
kebab.
Oh,
yeah. It was. Yeah. I don't know where the fuck barbacoa came from, but
barbacoa is like, yeah, just like a Mexican kind of Costa Vida.
It's right over by Panda, right?
I don't know if there's one in there still. There might be. I don't know. There used to be. And there's the commercials. Barbacoa. Man, I haven't been to those food trucks. I need to go. I've only had like. My brother always goes on Fridays because they have like food truck Fridays over in Bountiful Main Street. And, like, they just have all of them there, so he always comes home with, like, a fucking frozen yogurt and then all this different food. I was like, what the fuck? So I need to check it out.
Hey,
What's up, Salty?
It's the boy Salty. Being a suave.
Being a little
sexy
Frank
little boy.
Damn.
I wonder if she tried texting me.
Hello.
Oh, Kai replied back.
And they sent me some weird picture and then said thanks.
You want some of this?
Sure. Thanks.
You don't have to do it through your shirt, dude. I really don't care.
I don't want to get you sick.
You're not gonna get me sick.
You don't know that?
If I get sick, I get sick, dude. That's fine.
We'll need some goddamn Lysol wipes around here.
Yeah, true.
They work salty.
The tip, for the mod tip, or
Yeah, just because I have a
just
cold.
wipe it off. It's totally fine.
Just dip it in the fucking alcohol every
Yeah. No, salty. It's not on because I had my computer off and didn't boot it back up because I'm a dummy. It's a 1.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna go like.
Oh. There you go.
I don't know if that's it, salty, but I just respond.
I bet we're
Salty
very-
Frank becomes a bot. Salty changes his name to Salty Frank bot. It just responds to whenever people do stuff.
I bet we're at 1 hour and 7 minutes.
that's hot.
50.
Oh.
Oh, I was like, shit, 1 hour and 50 minutes. The fuck are we doing this whole time?
Just 50.
How's work been going for you?
It's been escalating downwards.
Oh, wonderful.
Can I use this for a sec?
I'm like getting kind of tired of it, but I'm just kind of like, Calford, this is your only form of income right now, so like, just deal with it.
Yeah, I know.
It was like really nice and chill for the first like, I don't know, 5 months, and now I'm just kind of like, fuck, I hate this place.
You're working on that new section of the airport, right?
It's supposed to be done by 2020.
Oh shit. I was yeah, so like the Olympics, I don't know if you guys saw, they put it, Salt Lake City put in another bid. So for the United States, when it comes in 2030, it might come back to Salt Lake. So like, oh, we already have all this shit here. Like, it'll save millions of dollars.
Right.
So for 2030, and I was like, that's gonna be dope. We can all go hang out at the Olympics in 2030. And I
You
was like,
guys are 30.
that's what I was saying. I was like, wait, that's 11 years from now. I was like, I'll be fucking 20 or 35 years old.
You know what's crazy is October of this year will be 10 years that I've lived here now. And I'm just like, where the fuck did the years go? Like,
Time goes by way too quick.
and it scares me because I'm just like, ew, fuck. Like, before I know, I'm gonna be like 45. I mean, I'm not gonna live that long. Trust me. Like, not some suicidal shit. You saw that tweet, you know, where it's like, not suicidal, but I'm not gonna live past 30.
Yeah.
Like,
It's, yeah. How many years are there? I'm gonna drink myself to death.
I know Forrest and I are closer to our 10-year anniversary being out of high school than.
What are we at, 7?
are you guys gonna go?
You
Yeah,
fucking.
definitely.
I'm gonna ball out, even if I'm not rich. I'm
gonna go with 2 of those Supreme money guns. Just fucking blast
Just-
peasants.
Dude, I hope I'm rich by then because I'm gonna pull up and just stun all these fucking
Me
bitches.
too.
Right.
I'm calling everyone a peasant.
Like, I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna have a hot boyfriend. I'm gonna pull up just like, yo, what's
What's
good?
up?
Like,
Fuck you. It reminds
Just gonna
me.
look at people I didn't like, but hey, just
Yeah.
like shoot like $400 in their eyeballs.
It's like, have you guys seen Zach and Miri make a porno?
Yeah.
Because the one, have you seen it? Zach and Miri? Oh, like, so they go to their, it's Seth Rogen, but they go to their 10-year, was it 10-year reunion?
Yeah.
They go to it, and the his roommate is just this chick, and she wants to hook up with like the hot guy that they went like the total quarterback in high school and stuff, but he's gay now, and his boyfriend's Justin Long, and Justin Long's a gay porn star,
Yeah.
and it's so fucking funny.
It's classic.
Yeah, what was he saying his porn was?
Oh, I can't remember.
Just Justin Long talking about gay porn.
I've asked this question before, but I don't know if we've asked you, Calford. How much money would you need, cash, untaxable, to star in a porn?
$7,000.
$50. Wait, you would do it for 50? I'd do it. $50, yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to be realistic. I'm not gonna be like 10 million, but like in
Yeah.
reality, $7,000.
What?
Man, your vape smells awfully like a skunk. I was like, what's that new smell in the office?
That pen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, they got new skunk flavors or what? Like,
Yeah, the new skunk ass.
you know they make jewel pods that have THC in them. I didn't know that.
Me neither.
They're called gems,
Ooh,
not jewel, but gems. But they're compatible with jewels.
That's very convenient.
good looking out, company.
Yeah. Aren't they doing a whole bunch more restrictions on fucking jewels?
Yeah.
Chandler switched away from the jewel. They still have theirs. They got those like little teardrop shaped ones.
Oh, starts with an S.
But you can put juice in it.
Yeah. I'm thinking of getting one of those maybe because these add up.
Yeah, Chandler, they like it a lot better because you can actually just put like they're basically going back. I was like, it's like starting over. It's like the egos and shit again. But that's all it is. It's just like, you know, kind of like a jewel, but it's a teardrop, and you can put your own juice in it.
Yeah, because Kai Steckling had one. Like, 7 months ago.
Yeah, and I was like, that's like it's just the same thing. This is what we started with. We're just going in a cycle.
They have a really pretty one out of the vape shop. It's like really, it's just black and sleek. And I was looking at it, I was like, fuck, I want that.
Damn, check this out. Those ones Chandler has, they looks like a Ferrari key, like the shape of it.
I want to know if they're just like, they know the trends of what people want. Because like, e-cigs used to be like big and bulky.
They just, they went away. They started out simple, like they like jewels and shit. Yeah. And then
they got like super intense, and then it was like everyone was like into the whole modding them and like doing all the coils.
Yeah.
And now it's just more. It's gotten more simple and more small.
Yeah.
As time goes on.
It just
maybe it's
cycled.
because they realize like, oh, we got them hooked because of the cool stuff. Now they just want their goddamn nicotine the easiest way they can get.
I know. I always wanted to buy one. So like at the very start when the egos and shit came out, they had you remember the blues, like this ones that look like cigarettes. They had those as solid vapors, but you could put your own juice in, so they're basically jewels. Yeah. And I was like, those are dope. I want one.
They have refillable jewel pods too at the vape shop.
Shit, yeah. So that's all it is. It just started back over.
But they only have like 3% nicotine, not like 5 like these are. So I'm just gonna like.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you used to be able to buy 50% nicotine at the fucking
gas
vape
station.
shops and stuff. Yeah, gas station, anywhere. Like
sounds
when it first started, like I remember when Salt Lake Vapor was the only vapor shop around.
Yeah.
We used to go there all the time when I was living the college life without going to college.
You guys are old.
Yeah. Been around for many years now.
I keep smelling something weird on my e-cig and it's driving me nuts.
It forces germs.
No.
It's a cool virus.
It's really weird. Smell into it and tell me it doesn't smell weird.
Oh,
what is that?
I don't know.
I don't like that.
Do you want to smell it?
I'm good.
It's something on the inside, burning.
Forrest's gross ass thinks it's gross. Yeah, just kidding.
True.
Oh my god, speaking of work, so there's this guy.
Uh-oh.
This guy. Hold on, I need to get more tipsy for the story.
This dude at work, right?
That one was a big one.
One more for the crowd.
One more for the...
I'm gonna start doing that. The whole time I tell stories, I'm like, so I was hanging out, right? And then I was like, whoa.
I need to start on my YouTube channel. Like, bad.
Do it. Start one.
Well, I have one, but like... I made all my videos private because people when people know I have when they look at them and they send me Snapchats and watch my old videos, my 2010, and I'm like, and I'm just like, private. So all my videos are private. I have like 23 videos on YouTube that are all private.
Damn.
I watched the one where you dyed your own hair.
Ew, yeah. That time.
I made my own YouTube too.
What?
I said I made a YouTube too for myself. But yeah, you should start making videos.
Yeah, but I feel like now with this whole demonetized bullshit, like I feel like it's just so hard now. Like you can't really like, because you know me, I'm very unfiltered, very like.
But you never know.
Just do super raunchy ass makeup tutorials. I think you get.
Just get like shit face and just do like, oh my god. Yeah.
Listen here, sluts.
Yeah, just get fucking rowdy and just like be an asshole while putting on makeup. I think that's your Twitter fame. Like Twitter eats that shit up nowadays. You post that YouTube on there, like. Ooh, fucking. You
call them like
dicks
difference
flopping
between looking like a $20 dime store hooker and looking fabulous as fuck.
No, I took one. I was breaking out a couple of weeks ago, and I like passed due for my haircut, everything, the whole night. I was just looking and feeling like shit about myself. Mm-hmm. I took this picture of myself and I looked at it today, and I was like, oh, like. This is what I look like when I don't take care of myself. Like, I was so shocked. I'm like, oh my god, like. Because I get haircuts every week, because my hair goes fast, and I like to look fresh. But I just saw that picture, and I was like, I don't ever want to look like that ever again. Like,
damn. And
with how broken out I was, I looked like I was on meth. It was like one of those, like, what you look like 10 years on meth. Like, you put
it's like before and after pictures.
Yeah, like, but you put a picture of me now, like looking good and shit, and then like the picture I took a couple weeks ago.
Like,
after, like, that's a meth ad right there. Like,
I've got plenty of pictures like that. I don't really take selfies, but like, anymore.
I don't really take them anymore either, because
Bruh. Saw like 14 beer selfies this week.
That's different. That's just me drunk. But like, I mean, like, I don't like, you know, well, I do that every time also, but.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. I haven't seen a picture without your hand in your face.
Okay, I haven't just taken a selfie for no reason, or like, okay, how do
like
I say
you
that?
haven't taken a selfie to take a selfie, like.
Yeah. It's not just a sober guy taking selfies.
Oh, right.
There we go.
Okay,
That's it.
gotcha.
But yeah, I haven't done those in a while. And like, I look at some of them. Like, I looked at my old Instagram and the posts on there. I was like, ooh, I thought I was looking good in this picture. And I look like a little dickhead now. So douchey.
No, like,
everything I look back, I'm like, God, I'm so douchey.
I didn't delete anything on my Instagram since like 2014, so like maybe my junior year of high school.
Yeah.
And I like scroll down because I don't look at the past, you know. I just like keep posting and posting. And then I scrolled down the other night and I was in bed and all the way to 2014, and I was like, oh my God, what was I doing? So I went. I archived them. So you know what? It takes off your public. Yeah. So I archived a shit ton of pictures from 2014, and now it's just like I'm down like 100 posts. I'm just kind of like, oh. Only the good side of me now. Good side of me for now. Like, I'm gonna look at myself now in like 5 years and be like,
I think the same thing.
Yeah.
I've deleted Instagram like twice now, and I wish I would have kept it. 'Cause I'd never saved the pictures from it, and I don't know why I deleted. I'm like, I'm getting rid of social media, and I
never understood why you and Chandler go through that so much. Like,
I'm just like, I don't know.
You guys have had more Facebooks and Instagrams than anybody I know. It's like,
I just got sick of it. I don't do it anymore. It's been a couple years, but like.
Besides your Twitter.
Yeah, but I was bringing back the same Twitter.
Yeah.
The only thing I've ever remade was Facebook, and that's because I always saw a lot of photos or posts from like 2009. Yeah. And I got sick of that shit, so I just deleted it, made a new one in 2016, and I was like, fuck it, start fresh. But Instagram, Snapchat, everything I've had since like the dawn of time, like when they first became a thing.
Yeah, I've had 2 Snapchats. My first one I deleted because a little gross girl kept harassing me and making new accounts and sending me gross nudes. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a new Snapchat now. My first one is Rimjob27.
Oh,
that's even better. I think I'm going back to that one.
That was a good one.
Because now I have too many, like, I get ads from like spam accounts now. I don't know if you guys get that. Like just random shit. I have 4 friends on mine named Fawn John.
Fawn John?
Yeah, and they're just like Arab spam accounts.
I don't get those.
Remember that one thing like a few years ago on iPhone where like it was like a random text and you send it to someone and it restarts their phone?
Yeah.
I miss that.
That's so funny.
I would send it to so many people and then my phone would start shutting off and like, fuck, I'm done.
Yeah, those are real good.
Now everyone's just getting calls from the out of countries.
Mine are all Utah numbers, but I get so many of them.
See, I get calls about like car insurance stuff.
I never answer the random calls, so
I never do, but when I like went on board, I'm just kind of like, that's what they're saying.
I love talking to them. So
mine are all automated though. They're not like people. It's like
the one that I've been getting besides the out of country.
Oh, sorry, this one's from Washington, Kaysville, Farmington, St. George.
Because the out of country.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of random ones.
It was all over the news now.
I don't get the out of country ones,
which is good because my mom and dad, between the two of them, they download this AT&T software that blocks like suspicious numbers. Mm-hmm. Through this past week so far, they've had 800 calls each.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting those.
And they've only called me a couple times, but my favorite one is I get a call from a number that's almost exactly like mine.
Yeah, that's what you get. That's a popular thing.
Yeah, and I always pick them up, and it's like, this is Susan, or this is a recording of Susan calling about your credit card. Oh, press 1 to get connected with whatever. So I press 1, and I'll sit there and talk to them and be like concerned. Like, oh, what happened?
Like, oh my God.
They're like, such and such, you got to do this, this, and this. Let's get your information activated. So I'll start like saying numbers, like my credit card numbers and stuff. And they're like, okay, it's blah, 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 blah. Eat a fat dick, you stupid cunt. Like, and I'll just like drop that in there, and they're like, oh, and then hang up.
Oh, you fucking. Yeah.
It's my favorite. It's like my favorite pastime is I get excited when I get those calls because I just can't wait to troll somebody.
So I think they're using like other people's phone numbers. Have you had it where they call you back?
Yeah.
I've answered a couple before, and they're like, "Hey, you just called me." I was like, "No, I didn't." And they're like, "Yeah, I just got a call from this number, so I'm just calling it back." And I was like, "Definitely didn't call you, bud."
That happened to me once, and then my dad, like, some old man started calling my dad a bunch of times and was trying to yell at him.
What?
Saying, like, I just got a call from this number. My dad's like, no, you didn't. I didn't call you. And he's like, I have it right here. And he's like, well, I didn't fucking call you.
Yeah.
And it's like these two grumpy old ass men yelling at each other. You guys, shut up.
That's so funny. Do you just laugh when you just hear it? Like,
oh, yeah, definitely. Did I ever tell you the recent story? So you remember when I was telling you I was trying to figure out a kid who was driving that car?
oh, yeah.
Did I even tell you the whole story? Like, I'll tell it for the podcast. So,
Yeah.
I can't remember what car it was. I know where he lives. He lives, like, right up the street
It was
from
like
me.
a black Subaru STI or something.
Yeah. And, so my dad comes home, and I'm just chilling, and he's, like, super pissed off. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, just some fucking punk kid, like, I guess he was pulling up 1500 South. So my dad was turning left on 1500 South, and this kid was coming right.
Yeah.
And it was a yellow light, and this kid was like way far off. So my dad was starting to turn, and then he sped up and cut in front of my dad. And it wasn't like a big deal when my dad flipped him off.
Yeah.
And he came home, and he was like, stupid kids, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I see my dad because like he's laying on his bed upstairs, and you can see outside the street.
Yeah.
He's like, that's him. And like my dad like gets up, and I'm like, what? And I'm just sitting there like watching because I'm like, nothing's gonna happen. And he walks outside, and this kid in this like black STI or whatever it was is like here in the road, and my dad's just like walking out there, and he's just fucking yelling at this kid like, get out of your fucking car, pussy. Like, just, like, trying to get this kid to get out and fight him. And he's probably, like, 20-something. And, like, I'm sitting there, like, laughing, like, upstairs, like, I hope the kid gets out. Like, you know, and he just starts yelling at him and then peels off like a douche kid.
Yeah.
And my dad comes back and he's like, he wouldn't get out of his car.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, yeah, Dad, I wonder why fucking not. I bet he wasn't expecting the guy driving a Mazda Speed 3 to be a fucking 6'3", 50-year-old man.
Yeah, he just sees the Speed 3 and he's like, just thinks it's some other douchey kid.
Yeah.
And then he's like, sees her and he's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is a large fella.
Yeah.
He's like, that guy's gonna fuck me up. I'm not getting out of the car.
He's like, abort mission.
I was like, what was he saying? He's like, I don't know, I think he called me fat. And I was like, oh, that was it? And he's like, yeah, he looked pretty scared. He didn't want to get out of the car. I wanted to go fight the kid up just for
being a little douche.
Being a little douche, but
Do you think he saw the posts?
probably he had to have.
Yeah.
It's got to be someone that somebody knows.
Yeah, it was funny because Wesley posted on our Facebook that has like 5,000 friends. So like, yeah, the Wesley posted like, hey, does anyone know any that drives this car? And like tons of people were replying on it, posting pictures and shit.
Yeah.
So like, could you imagine being that kid and then just seeing like hundreds of people like going out for you?
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck, these guys are on my ass.
I would shit myself if I was him, dude.
Well, and then my dad found where he lived, but it was like 2-3 weeks later, and I'm like, I even asked my dad, I'm like, well, do you want me to go cause a ruckus? And he's like,
A
nah.
ruckus.
Like, I don't really have anything to lose. I mean, maybe the kid's cool, and he'll be like, sorry, like, I'm sorry I was a dick to your dad.
Was he hot?
I don't know, I didn't see him.
Oh.
I'm joking.
Wes walks out, he's like, okay.
Give me a 7 out of 10. And he's
Wes
like,
is
what?
like,
I'd
listen,
smash.
he's just like, well, you're cute, but I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. Why are you still pissed about Instagram, Salty?
Why are you so salty about Instagram? I'm making my ass kicked.
He just shows up.
He just
Hey, you.
Get your damn hands
just teleports here and just kicks my ass. I'm like, oh.
Just shows up out of nowhere, like out of a portal, punches you in the face.
Like that one chick from X-Men.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
I'm surprised we don't have more entries into our art contest. We've got 8.
I know, I was like, and a couple of them are photography too.
Yeah.
Like, I thought we'd have way more, especially to earn $50.
It's $50. You don't got to do shit except
Just a picture. I was gonna post my picture, but I think it would win. Like,
which one?
my Bigfoot drawing. I think you would definitely get the most likes just because what it is.
So the first place person right now has 48.
Is that Brianna's?
No.
Oh, really?
It's this guy's. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, it's super nice.
What is that?
So we're doing a contest on our Instagram. You can enter by sending us just a piece of art that you've done, and whoever gets the most likes by the end of the month gets $50. And
Do you want to give me that now? I didn't see that. I don't get on Instagram much, so let me go look at this.
So we've had 8 contestants so far, and the winners, so right now, is at 48.
Just 50.
Well, I mean, come on now.
Want me to donate? Just kidding.
Damn, dude. No, I want to.
I'll bring the incentive up.
I mean, bring it on, Poppy. Let's go.
Right. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. He's an aspiring tattoo artist, is what he was telling me.
Tell him just to do it.
Yeah, and I was like, dude,
Go for it.
I was like, if you keep up the work like that, you'll definitely make it.
Wait, I thought that was Forrest for a sec when I first saw this, and I was like, huh? And then I didn't really caption it. Now I get it.
I wish someone took nice pictures like that of me. Once in my life is like, hey, you want to go sit on the pier and take pictures?
Dude, I'll take pictures with you. Come on now.
And I'll just go. I saw this one on what's it, fucking Reddit. It was just like, he obviously had a super nice camera, but he took a picture of his friend playing poker, drinking whiskey and smoking a cigar. Like, it was just like a total. Oh, at least he says
a candid photo. Or
that's what he
call
says, at least. But it's just like he's just laughing, smoking a cigar, drinking whiskey, and I was like, and he looked like a real man's man, like Jax. Like, I was like, oh, that's a handsome boy, and he's
right.
And then I was like, damn, that's a good picture. Like, I wish people would just bring out their $2,000 cameras and take good pictures of me.
I think you still have a good one of me, but I was just too self-conscious because I thought it looked dumb.
Which
one?
one?
Where we're smoking some ganja up in the trees.
Oh yeah, it's on. Oh, I don't know, my computer. It's my MacBook's on there. I saw it.
Allegedly smoking ganja.
Yeah. There's a bunch of. Yeah, I was going through all my pictures the other day. And
I'm jealous of your camera because, like,
it was the best deal I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I didn't pay for
It's
it
like
either.
a $600 camera.
And it was
on sale for.
And I used a winnings.
Yeah.
People went over to pay for it.
How much was it? Like 200?
Something like that. I think so, yeah. I also bought my Xbox with Wendover money.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Was that after the big W? Or was that just after a night of
I don't
doing
know.
well?
It might have been after the big one.
I'd like to go back sometime, but I don't know.
I don't know, Chandler wanted to go.
Yeah.
And he wants to go. They're thinking about going tomorrow, too. But I was like, literally, I was like, after I pay Wes, like, I don't have money to gamble.
I don't have
Like, I was like, I got money for Wes that I've been saving to give him, and like the rest is gas money, and
yeah.
so I was like, I'll go. Like, if you guys want to go, like, I'm not opposed to just going for a Wendover trip. I'm always like, I'll play penny slots for a couple hours and get free drinks, but that's about it.
I haven't been to Wendover since I was like, I don't know, 18.
It's fun.
I haven't been like since I was 21, like, or after 21.
Well, I'll have to go sometime. It's a lot of fun. Like, even if you don't really gamble that much, like, you can literally just hang out, and it's a lot of fun.
Just like get drunk and just chill.
We went to, I've had a couple times, like, we went to our friend's bachelor party there, and we did shit and got fucked up. But the funniest was the one time we went for Cameron's little brother, or Cameron, yeah, Chandler's little brother's friend, Cameron. Well, whatever. But Cameron's friend, we went to his 21st birthday was in Wendover, and Marissa's parents were there because that's his aunt and uncle.
Oh, wow.
So we were literally just partying with Marissa's parents. Like, we went to this dance club at this one bar and shit. Like, we were just.
Does it get lit there? Because I feel like
it gets rowdy. Like, I was trying to fuck a 50-year-old woman, and Marissa's mom was like trying to help. She was wingmanning me, hooking me up, trying to help me fuck this 50-year-old woman. It was a weird night. But yeah, it gets wild.
Every time I've been to Wendover, it was when I was underage and like younger, you know, and
Yeah.
like I would just stay in the hotel room with my sister, and like, well, my parents just went to their day, and like,
No, some of it, like, if we went like Saturday to go to the one place, like, it's just gonna be like the dance little club area. It's in a casino, and like, so you can gamble and walk over there. But like, it gets wild. There's always so many people over there. Yeah, some good videos from there too.
This guy I work with won like I think 70 grand at Wendover, and then like bought his car. He drives like, I mean, I'm not a big fan of like muscle cars really. Yeah. Some of them, yeah, but he drives this Camaro, like a white Camaro. It's like a bad bitch car. I'm just like, okay, like.
Well, and God, I can't remember. I'm gonna have to ask my parents, but I think Jay's Tires, right?
Yeah.
I think they got how they made that company happen was Wendover.
Oh, really?
I think, because my parents used to be friends with them or something like that. It was either them or another local company that's done really well. They won like a god-awful amount of money down in Wendover, and they came back and turned it into a business.
That's
smart, yeah. Because if I had a big amount of money like that, like, even like, I don't know, like 500,000, I would like buy houses and then like rent them out. Like, I'm like, I think about it. People are like, oh, I would buy this and that. I'm just like, no, bitch. Like, I would invest in that shit and then make more money on that shit. Like,
not me.
I was gonna say, I think I would be responsible. Maybe.
I just think about those 500 G's and I'm about to go ham.
See, if you asked me that like 3 years ago, I would have said the same thing. But like now that I'm like a lot more older and mature, like I know about like,
not me. No,
so you go through an older and mature phase, and then you get like older and mature, and you're like, man, this is fucking boring. If I want 500,000, I want to go buy a Vegas.
You ever seen what $500,000 of cocaine looks like? Just a mountain. Yeah. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm just gonna have it just to check it.
Take pictures.
Can we have white girls I can invite over?
True.
I'm just like, take some. Pushing their head in it.
Like that. Remember that scene in White Chicks where she's like powder? Oh, yeah. It's just like boom.
Oh Lord!
I always look out for my girlfriends when I go to the clubs. Like I'll have like powder in my pocket, like little compacts. So, like when they get oily, I'm just like, come here, bitch. Like, let me fix you up. Like you want to go talk to that guy? Let me get you. Let me get your oils like down. Like
damn, what a good friend.
My friend was like. My friend sent me the gif of that White Chick scene, and she was like, "This is you when I get oily at the club." And I was like, "No, but yes."
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a good friend at the bar. I'm just like,
see, but once I get fucked up, then they're taking care of me at that point. Yeah. Oh my god, the other night, well, it was like a couple weeks ago, my friend got so fucked up, like so drunk. Like I thought I was fucked up until I saw I was fucked up. She wasn't. I sobered up because it was one of those moments where I was like, oh shit, like when something freaks you out, like it like sobers you up for a sec. It was bad. Like we were in the McDonald's drive. Like my friend can pick us up. Like we were in the McDonald's drive-thru. She's like, I gotta throw up. My friend was like, throw him outside. So she opens the door. She's puking her guts out outside. Jeez. And I'm like sober at this point. I'm like, whatever. Like I'm just chilling at this point. Like the night, not that it ruined my night. It was a good night, but like just that kind of put a weird turn on the night. But I was sitting in the backseat, whatever, and then like she starts like passing out, I guess, while throwing up. I don't know how to explain that. And then she like falls out of the car and lays in her own throw up.
Oh no. And
my friend was yelling at me to get her. I was like, no, I don't want to touch that. So I had to pick her up from her throw up, and like, oh my god, it was such a good but bad ending of a night. Like it was so bad. I was like, I never want to get this fucked up ever in my life.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been blackout for like a weekend straight for like a month and a half, and I don't throw up anymore. It's like a new turn of my life.
I was surprised when the Uber was like, you threw up and whatever, and I have not thrown up since.
I was gonna say, do you think you actually did?
That's been a big thing.
There's been tons of scams on Uber and Lyft where drivers, when passenger like obviously drunk, they'll like make it up saying people threw up in their car
because they get the money.
Yeah.
If there was no throw up in my outfit.
Yeah, there was a dude that there's a subreddit called Legal Advice, and it's tons of people asking, like, he's like, he said I threw up in there, but I definitely didn't. He's like, I was sober. He's like, I was getting a ride to the bar, and he said I threw up in his car. He's like, I didn't. So, like, tons of them have been doing that lately.
Now that you say that.
Yeah, you should see if you can do anything about it.
I haven't thrown up in literally, like, maybe 2 years while I was fucked up. The last time I threw up when I was fucked up was in Farmington in 2016 at a party. I was mixing Jägermeister, Hennessy, Malibu, Ciroc, like everything and it just was not settling well in my stomach. And I was just kind of like, I was like, where's the bathroom? Oh, upstairs, second door on your left. I'm like, okay, walk up there casually. I'm just like all in the toilet. And then, I'm just like, I see some mouthwash. I'm like, waterfall that shit, push it out, go back to the party like nothing happened. I'm like, hey, what's good? ready to sit here like and get fucked up again. Like
I used to throw up every time I'd have any liquor. Like the first shot, no matter what. Like the first one made me throw up every fucking time, and I was good the rest of the night after that. But for some reason, the first liquor, I would just fucking throw up. It happens so much. I'd be like 5 minutes into a party, throw up, and then I'm good the rest of the night. But yeah,
this is the strangest thing. But
I've thrown up several times on this podcast.
yeah.
Sometimes like low key tequila will make me throw up. If it's cheap tequila, like it'll make me gag. Like or like whiskey. Like I'm not a big whiskey person. Or like that's about it. Tequila and whiskey. Vodka I can handle. You know, I can handle vodka for like 90% of the time. But like that. But if I'm drinking other shit like Hennessy or like all this other bullshit, and then I smell vodka, I'm like, oh my, get that away from me.
Yeah, tequila's the one I hated forever, but I'm good now. I can take tequila, so that's good.
I love talking about drinking. Makes me feel happy.
It's my favorite thing.
No,
Booze.
I like wine, boxed wine.
Boxed wine is real good.
It is. I took a break from that for a while. I'm still on a break from that for a while.
Did you see my pictures I posted on Snapchat, the boxed wine logo and stuff? So I'm making like t-shirts, and I was like, I should make a Calford exclusive.
No. Oh, never mind. I saw this picture. Let me show you the picture. Hold on.
It's a picture of me.
No. It was. I saw it on Twitter.
Damn.
Being gay juice, me. I was like, oh hell no.
Rough.
Damn.
But I don't drink Franzia, so.
Oof.
I drink Vela.
I don't. Is there? Yeah. Aren't they the same thing pretty much though?
No.
No.
No. Trust me.
I'll drink any of them. Box wine is. I think box wine most of the time tastes way better than regular wine. Like,
see, I think with Franzia, because I've tried a lot of box wines, I think Franzia, some of them just taste like shit.
oh yeah, I think all wine
like
tastes like shit.
You smell it and you're like, oh. But then you're drinking because you want to get fucked up, you know.
Yeah.
But Vela on that, it's still kind of, you're like, whatever. But like it's drinkable. It's like it's like smellable, drinkable, whatever. Like that's.
Right.
I'm a wine person.
I don't know how you like white. It's good to drink, but that shit gives you the worst hangover.
I don't really get hangovers from
Really?
white wine.
White wine, fucking the worst shit ever. Like every time I have white wine, too much of it, I get such a bad hangover.
Might just be you're actually like sick because it's so much sugar.
Maybe.
Or so sweet.
Could
You know
be.
what's crazy? Speaking of being sick, I'm going blind.
Like bad
Like,
eyes.
Nothing to do with being sick. Well, like, well, no, because like I used to be able to like see like freeway exit signs like from far away, and now I have to be like 1,000 feet away from them on the like freeway to see them clearly.
My eyes are getting worse too. I've had contacts since 9th grade too, so you're ahead of the curve.
And my dad was like, when I was your age, that's when my vision started going bad, and I was like, oh my god.
Mine started going bad 9th grade after if I take out my contacts, I can't see shit. I got HD vision with them on, but like.
Yeah, because my friend, the girl from Phoenix,
Yeah.
who she has these like really nice Ray-Bans, like they look real, and they're like, they fit my big head, you know, like,
Yeah.
they look real nice. And I put them on, and everything was just crisp HD, like I could read everything like far away. I was like, fuck, I really am blind. Like,
Damn.
I wore them for a whole day. Then when I had to leave, I was like, oh, going back to Utah with shitty eyesight.
Damn it. Now I can't see anything.
And she has 2 pairs, so I was just like, give me the other pair, bitch. I'll pay you for it. Like, I don't know.
Damn. Yeah, if I don't wear these, like, if I'm at, so I've, like, sometimes I'll just won't wear them, like, contacts, like, yeah, let's not wear them today. But I'll, like, go to the store, and, like, I've had people, like, way down the store, like, recognize me, like, hey, Forrest, I'm like, hey.
Howdy, I can't fucking
I don't know who the fuck you are, but hello, come closer.
Honestly, I would do contacts over glasses, but my eyes are so dry all the time, like, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
I stopped wearing colored contacts, like just like fun colored contacts,
Yeah.
like just because my eyes get so dry all the time. It's like fuck.
What's up, Frenzy? And Smallgram?
Jesus.
Smolgram.
Every time. Just rude.
Oh fuck. That should be me, but okay. Oh, my coworker. So
I fucked a horse, but the horse did not fuck me, ma'am.
he fucked a horse with his horse dick.
I'm like,
That's right.
ma'am, come here, mayor.
Man.
What's up, though? Guys?
Can we talk about
Well,
Tinder stories?
As long as, yeah, you can for sure. As long as you come, that's all that matters, small grand. Okay.
Have you seen that one tweet that was like, if you fuck me and I don't come? It was like a girl tweeting it, and it was like, I fucked you. Don't go telling your homies, I fucked you, little bitch. And I was like,
That's a real good one, yeah. My Tinder did not work so well lately.
Let's talk about Tinder stories. Oh my god, I have so many.
Okay, tell them.
I have 2.
Cool.
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, I don't have that many good ones. I'll tell you. Recently, I just barely made my Tinder again. But all my pictures, so I broke my iPhone X and I have to use this.
No.
This one. So it doesn't have. Yeah.
I was so because I was like, no.
I have for shit pictures on there, so like I was just using like Snapchat selfies, and they were all like way too close to my face, and I always had booze, and so every picture was like real close to my face, holding any like
with like a Heineken.
Yeah, and so like I was like, that's all my pictures on here.
You want to see my Tinder?
So I deleted it.
It's pretty lit.
I was like, it'll be back in a month, but
a month.
Yeah.
No, this is my Tinder profile. I literally don't use it. Like I don't even swipe.
See, that's my problem. I don't have pictures that people took of me. See, you do. I think that's the keys to success on Tinder is having pictures that people took of you.
But it's all pictures from when I was in shape 2 years ago. I'm like, I'll get back there eventually. But like, my bio is 6 foot. I look better in pictures. I can finish an entire bag of hot Cheetos and a bottle of wine in one sitting. Hit me up.
Damn.
Why do people always hate on people who are putting themselves out there and people never have an active Twitch account with vids or pics or Insta or anything? No, it's 100%. Usually when people come in here and talk shit, it's usually because they're just ugly.
Low key though, that's kind of true because on Instagram, like sometimes like I get hate comments from like random profiles that don't follow me or nothing, but they're random profiles, like their private account, no profile picture, and I'm like, bitch, you ugly fuck, like. I remember I had this fucking this badass photo of me blowing out like vape smoke. And it was in the snow. I had blue contacts in, like I had silver hair. It was a really good picture. And some random account, it was like Maria669 or some shit. She was like, you're vaping in this photo because you're ugly. And I was like, damn. I'm like, okay, like peep the rest of my profile, but whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I know
is
I'm
it
ugly.
Friends or I can't
Frenzy?
Yeah, Frenzy.
Maybe you're blind.
No, I definitely don't. That was always our thing when people would come in here and hate on us. We'd be like, all right, what's your Snapchat? We would try and get random people's Snapchat because if we're going to come talk shit.
So you're like, we'll talk shit back, bitch.
Yeah,
like,
let's see that. Let's see your ugly mug then.
I was going to say, you can see me. You can talk shit. That's way easier.
So Small Grant says, my bio on Tinder says, if murdered, I want a closed casket funeral. However, towards the end of the service, please have the original play.
Pop goes the
the organist, yeah.
Perfect.
Play Pop Goes the Weasel over and over until everyone in attendance is staring at my coffin. That's pretty good.
Damn, that's your Tinder bio? That's fucking amazing. Mine's always like, I like to drink beer and podcasts.
And suck pussy.
Yeah, suck pussy.
Only thing I do better than eat puss is chug beer.
Yeah.
I swallow pussy like I can't chew. That's a song lyric.
Yeah. That shit like wonton soup, bitch.
Wonton. Let's hear your 2 stories, then.
Oh, okay. I forgot about it. God, we get so off track. I love it. So, back in like October of 2017. Yeah, it was right before I turned 21. Oh my god, I remember this night. So I was drinking wine, chilling, doing my thing. Oh my god, it was actually the night of this. I have pictures of this night. Not of the Tinder profile or of the guy or nothing, but like, so this night I was like, wrong profile, private account. So it was the night I took these exact photos, literally the same night, very vintage, retro, trying to be like, whatever. My sister took those. So eventually I finished the wine, and that was what I look like. Oh, okay. And I'm not active on Tinder. I mean, I'm active, but I'm not like swipe, especially in Utah. I don't care, But anyway, so I matched with this. I'm like swiping while I'm drunk, and I accidentally swipe on this like profile with like a random picture of Salt Lake City at night. Only picture, no bio. Okay, and then I match with this. So I'm like, oh shit, let's go unmatch. And then it messages me right then and there. So I'm like, oh fuck. And I was like, well, too late now. So it was like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, hey, how are you? And then they were like, like you're really cute. And I'm just kind of like, I wish I could say the same, but like Salt Lake City,
Yeah, that's a nice city, but what do you look like, bitch?
Literally. So we're like talking, chit chatting, and then he was like asking me to come over, and I'm just kind of like, motherfucker, I don't know what the fuck you look like, So Oh, I'm sorry. That like smells really strong. You're fucking. Anyways,
your e-juice is awfully.
My
loud.
e-juice. That nicotine is real fucking strong.
No. So, you know, after a while, he convinced me. Well, okay. He gave me his Snapchat, and he was sending me pictures of his face. Like, okay, this is legit, whatever. And he was not ugly, but he was not hot. But he was cute. You know, it was like, you know, maybe it was average.
Forrest.
Yeah. Don't come for him like that next time. No.
Damn.
So he convinces me, whatever, and then like I'm sitting there in my room drunk as shit, like, oh my god, like, am I really gonna do this? Because he wanted to hang out, and I was kind of like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, I have no friends, like I just moved here from like Massachusetts, like whatever, and I'm going to the U, and I'm like, oh,
Say, at least show me a picture, you fucking.
Well, he
You
did.
a maggot?
No, he did, and I was kind of like, okay, like he looks like someone that's from Massachusetts,
Okay.
like, you know, like whatever. So I was like, well, I can't drive, and I don't want to waste money on Uber, so like, hi. And he was like, I'll come pick you up, and I was like, okay, my drunk ass, you know. So then I was like, am I really giving this guy my address? Like, what's going on? But I was drunk and I didn't give a fuck, so I was down. I was like, whatever, you know. So I'm sitting there, you know, just like chilling, and then he was like, I didn't give him my exact address. I gave him the name of the apartment complex that I lived in. So it's not like he don't know like which one it is. So he's like, all right, I'm 5 minutes away. And I was like, all right, coming out right now. So I put my shoes on, whatever. And I'm looking hot as shit, you know. And then I like walk to a different apartment building because I don't want him to like know like what apartment, like, yeah. And then I see this blacked out Mercedes and I'm like,
Yeah, hell yeah, boy.
No, I was like, no, the fuck it's not. So I was like, I don't see you. He's like, oh, I'm right here. Like, is that you? And I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's me. So I walk over and I'm so scared. Like, I'm like, at this point, I'm shaking. Like, you ever meet up with someone, you get nervous and you start shaking.
Yeah.
You feel weird. That was me, you know, being a little pussy. Whatever. And then after that, like, we were fucking, like, I get in the car. You know how in the car you can make it so your lights don't turn on when the door's open? And it was like that. And I could, like, see his face, but, like, not really. So I was like, hey, whatever. We're talking, awkwardly talking. We get back to his place. He lives in this, like, weird apartment complex where you need, like, a key to get into the building, like, whatever. Like, it's, like, super, like, secure, I guess. I don't fucking know. So we're, like, hanging out in his apartment. And I'm like, okay, you got a pretty nice apartment. I was like, okay, hey, whatever. And then he was, like, telling me what his life story, what his name was, his Massachusetts, whatever. And I was like, I'm from Utah.
Yeah. Hey, partner.
I'm like, I live here, you know? And then... yeah, and we're just like, we're literally playing. He was like such a, like a, yo, dude, bro, like such a, like a straight douchey guy. Yes, it was so weird. And then he was like, you want to play Grand Theft Auto? And I was like, I haven't played that in like 10 years. But like, okay, let's do it, you know? So we were playing. It's such a weird night. Like, I'm sitting there drunk as shit thinking like, what am I doing right now? Like, this is not normal. So then we started making out, whatever. And then after that, I was just kind of like, I have to leave.
Oh shit!
I'm like, I gotta go. Like, because I low-key, like, I started to sober up, so I was like,
damn, I'm here playing Grand Theft Auto.
You're like,
it's late.
You're like, this fucking dude here is.
It was like 4 a.m, and I was just like, I need to go home.
You're like, I can see you clearly now, bud, and I'm gonna skedaddle.
Right. No. And then like low-key, I had already requested the Uber. And I was like, he was like, I'm gonna take you home. And I was like, no, my Uber's 3 minutes away.
Damn. Love it.
So then I just like, he walks me to the front door, whatever, and I'm just kind of like, bye. He goes, okay, I'll Snapchat you. Once again, the Uber, I'm like, block. Which, okay, even when I was sober, I remember what he looked like, and he's still, you know, cute, but it was just such a, like, something I never, like, I don't do that, you know? Like,
dude, you're fucking ruthless. Could you imagine if, like, some even, like a cute chick, and I was like, fuck this bitch, and blocked her? I'd get persecuted on the internet.
It wasn't like that. It was just more like, I don't do that, you know? So I felt, like, weird once I sobered up. I was like, I really did this? Like, don't get me wrong, he's cute, but I did this? Like, and I just felt weird about myself, so I was like, bye.
So, friends, you need to know the story. How do you all...
know each other.
Okay.
Oh, how do you all know each other? So, Forrest and I have known each other since, like, kindergarten. We've just been friends. And
on the low.
Hey, what I do to Forrest assholes, none of your business, partner.
Can't even business.
And then Calford's friends of ours, and just been around.
I think I met Calford on my 21st birthday, right? Or did I know you before that? Was it? No, it's 22nd, right?
No, you didn't, because that's the night I met you, because you were with Thomas.
Yeah.
And Jaron knew Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met. It was the night of your 21st or 22nd birthday
It was
party.
one of my birthdays, yeah.
I still have the video of Thomas going, Forrest Curtis, happy birthday, and he texts me. Yeah, we were skating at the U.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, and then after that, you were like, "Can we come to this party?" And I'm like, "Yeah, come through. Here's the address." And then we started partying, and that's how we became friends.
Funny enough, I followed your social media well before I knew you, and I don't know why. I think just because I saw your
cool
name popping up everywhere.
Speaking of social media, can I ask you something?
What's up, Jay? Yeah, what's up? I said Jay Hamlin, so it's up to you.
I thought you said Che, because in Navajo that means grandpa. So I was like,
What's up, Grandpa?
I'm like, oh, okay.
I just speak Navajo perfectly
like,
to
not
you.
older, but like, okay. No, it's like a lot of my friends like bring, not a lot, only like 4 have brought it up, but like still like they're like, oh, so this Topshelfers podcast followed me, and like I don't know, and it's always like friends of like different friend groups. So do you guys follow who I follow on social media?
No, I don't control any of it.
I go through like and just try and like follow a bunch of people to try and get follows back. So maybe it's
just, you're just too popular.
I'm not mad about it. No, I'm not wife out of my friends, but like I'm just like I was like, why are all these different people asking me about Topshelfers podcast saying I'm the only one that follows them? So I was like, oh, okay.
People ask my brother that too, though. Like, your brother does a podcast. Like everyone keeps asking us like stuff like that. They're like, wait, you know the whatever Topshelfers, you know, or bring up top. And no one ever has been like, hey, you do a podcast to me.
I've
like
been recognized once, and it was at Taco Bell.
Really?
Yeah, it was real cool.
Did you feel? I love that.
Not once is that.
I just didn't know what to say.
Wait, what they say to you?
I can't remember. It was like, hey, this is weird, but do you do like streaming or whatever? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I think I've seen you guys post stuff or whatever. You post stuff. And I'm like, hey.
You know what's crazy? I've been recognized in public too by people I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Follow you? Okay, I'll follow you.
Yeah, but next time, dude.
Yo, man, don't be disrespect. Ask them if you can self-promote yourself. What do you mean?
I just know what she's saying.
I wasn't trying to be disrespecting. I was just...
No, not you.
Oh, okay. No. I was like... Okay.
No, she was just saying because, like, you know, a lot of people try to self-promote on other people's channels.
Okay. This is a comment sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a general rule on Twitch.
Yeah. I got recognized at Fashion Place one time, and it made me feel so good about myself. I literally was, like, walking by my business, right? And then, like, this one random person comes to me, are you Calford? And I'm like... who's asking me? You know, like, well, who's wondering? And he was like, I follow your Instagram. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay. I'm like, who are you? He goes, I don't know. I just see like you, like one of my friends followed you, so I followed you, and I don't know you. And I was like, okay, hi. Like, I did not know what to say. Like, I was so like thrown off guard. I was like, okay.
Damn, what's happened to me?
We have one mutual frenzy, and that's weird. I wonder if
you have a mutual friend.
Yeah, a mutual Instagram follower.
Jay's starting a show.
Yeah, you've been Jay, dude. It's been a while.
All right, man. Good luck with your show. We'll get that affiliate soon enough, man. Just keep the hard work going.
The only time that I like, so one time I was just actually I used to get people come up to me all the time, but it's people I fucking knew already.
Yeah.
So they're like, "What's up?" It's always the younger.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, motherfucker? Yeah.
I don't want to say their name, but I'll Snapchat you who we apparently have mutuals with.
Talking to them or me?
Oh, them.
I was like,
sorry.
who?
Oh, you did make affiliate? Nice.
This page on Instagram DM'd me. They were like, can you promote our products? And I was like, I'm not shit. The fuck? Like, I can't promote some damn page's product. Like, we'll give you 50% off all of it. And it's like stuff I'm not interested in, so I didn't reply back.
Alright, do a small gun. Yeah, I get those too. My brother... my brother's Twitter used to be huge. Like, he had like 4,000 followers and stuff.
Oh, where was I when this happened?
But then he got banned, which is hilarious.
Oh.
So he had to make a new account, and he doesn't give a shit anymore. It was when he was younger. He was like, followers. But yeah, so like he would show me his like constant, like Wesley probably gets them too on our social medias. Like constantly people like SoundCloud rappers and stuff like, hey, will you please share my thing? Just because he had a lot of views and stuff.
Sometimes when I post like screenshots of like people who in my stories or screenshot, or like when I call someone out, you know, like stuff like that, like drama that happens on my story, they'll see, okay, I don't get that many views, okay, like I know people that get like 500 views that live in Bountiful. I get like 300, you know, whatever.
On your Snapchats?
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking hell.
That's literally all of them besides
I deleted 2.
Every single one is someone trying to get
self-promote
promotion
themselves.
stuff.
Ew, I don't like that. But like, yeah, so like people like, so there's like I know a few SoundCloud rappers, you know, like who live
Yeah,
in,
me
like,
too.
Utah, whatever, and they like swipe up my stories and like, hey, like, can you promote my song? I'm just like,
Fuck you.
And I have people that literally say, oh, like, screenshot my snap code and like post it on your story. I'm like, the fuck, no, like, I mean, I don't care about views and stuff like that. I just post shit and people like it, I guess, you know, like whatever. But like, I don't know, like, I don't like that. Like, you asked me that 5 years ago, I cared about views and stuff. But now I'm just kind of like, yeah.
I think that's kind of why. I don't know, because like Forrest and I, neither of us are like in people's face about like, go follow us or whatever. Because like, you either gonna naturally want to come see what we're doing or you're not. Like,
and if you ask them, that's gonna make them not want to. Because like, for me, when people say, oh, follow my page or promote me, I'm just kind of like, you just ruined everything you just fucking try to stand for. Like, like,
that's why I follow so many people on Instagram and like Twitter and stuff like that. Is like,
and then if they follow back, they're interested. Boom.
Yeah, and if they're not, then it doesn't bother me. It's like, it's cool. Same with Snapchat. Like, I try and find people's Snapchats and stuff and add them because like. Plus, you never know what next cool person you'll run into.
You know what's crazy about Snapchat? There's so many random guys that add me that I know live in Utah because they'll post videos at work or like whatever, and I can see like the Wasatch Mountains in the background, you know? And I don't know them, and it's like I just add them back because like if their Bitmoji's hot, I'm just kind of like, okay.
Their Bitmoji's hot. Damn, that Bitmoji looking fucking fine.
No, do you know what I mean though? Like if their Bitmoji looks like they look like. I'm just kind of like, okay, like I guess I'll add you back.
Forrest looks just like himself, and it really creeps me out.
My Bitmoji?
Yeah, it looks just like
no,
him.
it literally does.
Where's my Bit? I don't even know what it looks like. I haven't seen it in years.
I think you just do this and then. Oh,
that's my. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Yeah, it literally looks like you.
Whenever I see it, I'm like, damn, dude, Forrest Bitmoji looking just like Forrest.
Yeah, it's just
I feel like a lot of people's Bitmojis don't look like them, but some people it is spot on.
That's weird.
Like, how did you do that? Because I try to do that, but like, I don't know, like I can't like. Oh, but fucking goddamn it, Chris.
Nothing.
Just spill it on the keyboard.
No.
Can that ruin that? That's a lot of liquor. Oh my god.
That's pretty fucking gross.
Oh, he's gonna get sick again.
Ugh.
But no, like I like add these random guys back that I don't know, and then like it makes me wonder like what do they want with me? Like they don't Snapchat me, they don't swipe my stories, they view my stories. I'm just kind of like, okay, but they don't ever post. I'm just kind of like, who are you? And then one of them that like added me, he posted a story for once like in a million years, and I like swiped up on it, and I was like, you're hot. And he was like, thanks, man. And I was just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I just pulled him up too, friends. Yeah, I don't know who he is either. He just follows us as well, I guess. He has like 4,000 he follows like 4,000 people, so I guess it's not too crazy.
Carry on.
We could probably order one off Amazon that's a little bit nicer.
We could, but this one's still going strong.
God, I just know my boss's Snapchat.
Man, my boss doesn't have a Snapchat.
It's funny because my boss is like 50.
My boss the other day, he was like, telling me about how he likes to eat
pussy,
like Hershey's bars out of his wife's ass, and I was like, Dad, please stop telling me this.
I did dawn on me for I was like, your boss, your dad.
Hershey's out of his wife's ass. God damn. All right, I see how it is.
Did you catch the rest of it? His boss is his dad.
Okay.
He saw your glorious beard and followed. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, it does look like he follows mostly people who have beards.
He has a beer fetish.
Hey, you know, beards are cool.
I have a beer fetish. Just kidding. I don't drink beer.
Forrest, you should give Wes my Snapchat. LOL. I mean,
okay.
You can just have mine.
Post that shit up, son. Turn the keyboard back on.
This is
The fact that so much spilled on there that I was able to drink out of it and it still works is incredible.
It is. This thing's durable. There's my Snapchat if you really want to add me, Small Grant. I don't. Whatever. Whatever's clever.
Oh, that's so funny. Jesus, little fucking Butterfingers today.
Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Definitely catch you later. Have a good one.
Guys, my tattoo's starting to like I can feel it now, like the tenderness.
How was it? Like, was on, oh, a little higher. I was gonna say, did it hurt being on your shoulder?
From like here to like here, I didn't feel anything. It just like the buzzing of the gun, you know. And then once he started passing here, it just was a random like, oh, like fuck. And I was trying to keep it cool so good. I was like sitting there like, you know, low-key crying inside. I wanted to ask him to stop like for maybe a few seconds, but I was like, no, Calford, you can't make your rep out here.
I was gonna say I saw mine for a lot, and it's weird places that you wouldn't think always hurt. But
well, I thought it was gonna hurt from the get-go, but then when I said it, I was like, okay, like I guess
you think it would hurt out on the edge there.
But the closer you got to my neck, it just kept hurting more and more.
Shit.
And...
Yeah,
tattoos are weird.
They're.
I'm still scared for my sister, and not even for her. They're gonna kick my ass.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, "You paid for that shit. You did that shit."
You
like,
son of a bitch.
How much does something like that cost?
Not too pricey.
Okay,
right?
so do you think it's good work?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you see my sister's? Let me show you my sister. Hers is better than mine.
Looks really good.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely way good line work.
Look at hers. Super crisp.
Yeah,
clean.
yeah, it's way good.
Paid $100 for all together.
Oh, that's all together?
For both?
Yeah, that's super good.
Way good deal.
But see, the tattoo artist I go to, I'm like friends with him though. So
It's always good.
I was gonna say this one was not very pricey.
That is the nice part. It seems like.
And it's not like, oh, I'm friends. Like I know I'm gonna get a good discount. It's just because I know he's a good artist and I've supported him before he even like started like tattooing and stuff like that. And like, I'm one of the OGs, you know, like.
Yeah. Well, I think people kind of like forget that too. Like when you know like a variety of different people, you can get like
benefits.
Well, yeah, it's like benefits, but you always know like someone who does something. That's what I've noticed like on our
and
Facebook
I give him a
now.
big tip too, so it's like you know.
Yeah.
And he knows that. I've given him big tips before because he gives me such a good deal. I'm just kind of like, well, I was expecting to spend this much money on it, so I'll just give you this much money so you keep the change, you know, like, so whatever.
Wes turned his hat around by anime law. Things are about to get serious. I have 4 hours of work left. That sucks.
Same.
That's shitty. That's what Cody used to always say to me when we would party. Like, when I had my hat on forwards, you know, and I put it on, he's like, oh, you're ready to party now. You put your hat on backwards.
Right.
I need to wear my West sponsored hat. Dude, I was so fucking mad. So when I was making all those shirts yesterday, the one website literally wouldn't let me add texts. Like, so like I'd post the logo and like it was a Illustrator, like, and it had the text Topshelfers podcast. It would just post the picture without the text on it. And I was getting it drove me to drinking. Like I wasn't gonna drink yesterday, and I was so fucking mad. I was just sitting here, just, what the fuck? So I had to go buy a bunch of beer, but oh god, I was getting so fucking pissed.
How do you drink beer and get drunker? That's so.
24 pack of hams. $13.99. Oh, sometimes it's on sale for $11.99.
Killer deal.
That's what, like grocery store?
Yeah, Smith's. I'll drink hella fucking beer.
I don't know. There's certain beers I like that I like think actually have a good taste, like Dos Equis and.
There's a difference.
Dos Equis is the only beer that I can taste it, but everything else, Corona, Budweiser, whatever, I think it just all tastes the same to me. Like.
I can't drink at the rate that Forge does. Is my thing.
Like beer wise or like alcohol wise?
Just beer wise. I mean, I don't know about alcohol, but
I can't do beer anymore. I mean, if I'm already fucked up and it's like whatever, yeah, I'll crack a couple, but like I can't drink it till I get tipsy or like.
Not this guy.
Our first podcast back, he had Heineken's, and I was like, "This is the year I outdrink Forrest or something like that," joking around. And I had one beer, and I look over and he's already at like 5. And I'm like, oh, okay.
You were like, all right, work.
Like, JK, this is the year I don't do that. Maybe next year, God, I don't know.
Gotta do better.
Yeah,
I was at a friend's house one time, and an old friend that I like haven't talked to in years like came over and we're like all hanging out, like high school reunion, you know. Yeah. And then she was like, I can outdrink you, and I'm just kind of like, yeah,
bitch, right?
I'm like, can you? Okay, let's do it. So she's like pouring herself like fat cups of like vodka, like that much, and like putting like barely any soda in it.
Dumb idiot.
And I'm doing the same thing, you know, but like I can like, you know, handle it. And you know, we're just hanging out talking. I'm not even feeling tipsy or nothing, and this bitch is already slurring her words, like acting real stupid drunk and stuff, and I'm kind of just like, I know.
Bitch, you dumb.
Literally.
You fucking dumb idiot whore. You should have threw some shit in her face and said, "Fuck you."
Can't keep up with me, peasant.
No, yeah, and so like after that, like, you know, like she like got way too fucked up, and we ended up taking care of her. And I wasn't even drunk; I was just mildly tipsy, and I was like, well, guess it's safe to say I can now drink her, like. But I don't know, like I don't like. I used to do that a lot back in the day. Like I used to, like, I can outdrink you, you know, like, try to prove something, and I end up fucking myself over, and like I don't do that anymore because I'm just kind of like, oh, well.
No, I got fucked over because other people would say that about me. Like, our friend Graydon would be like, every time, he's like the biggest fucking dude there. He's like, $100 if Force can out drink you. I was like, please.
They're like putting you up for bed. They're like,
yeah, and
pouring you out.
I won, but was it worth it in the long run for me? No, maybe for him because he proved a point that his pal could out drink that guy's pal. Yeah,
depends. Did you get to keep the Wendy's apron?
No, I didn't.
Damn, did not work.
But yeah, I just remember the one night. He's like, dude, Force will easily outdrink you. I was like, this dude's like 6'4", like he's a big fella. Like, please, like, I was like, I'm gonna do it, but don't make me do it.
I'm gonna do it, but I don't want it.
But it was so funny. He's like, all right, shot for shot. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna prove you wrong. It's like going up to the biggest guy in prison. I'm about to prove you wrong, bitch. And then so Grant's like, he knows I'm gonna do it. But so he's like, shot for shot. I was like, okay. And then so they pour 2 shots, and then we both take one, and then I just start chugging the bottle of liquor. That's back when I wouldn't throw up, and yeah, that's where my night goes black.
Yep.
But I won.
You took home the gold belt.
Yeah.
I hate blacking out.
I
used to not mind. I could be like, oh my god, I blacked out last night.
Okay.
But then now I'm just kind of like, oh.
I think I'd prefer it at this point, because it's like, so right now, I drink so fucking much, and it's like I'm in a blackout state, but the next morning I remember, and if I could just not remember me acting a fool, I'd be much more appreciative. Like, I remember when I was younger, like, oh, what'd I do last night? I bet it was pretty dumb, but now it's like, oh, I did that.
Yeah, but very rarely, like, most of the time you're drinking on the podcast, and very rarely do you act a fool.
Yeah, I mean, not here, but like,
Oh, yeah,
it's weekends, when I'm out fucking drinking.
Right.
And like New Year's party, like I drank a whole lot. I drank so much that the booze all ran out, and I brought home the last 3 bottles of booze with me. That's how fucked up I was. And yeah, like I remember it. Like, there's probably a lot of details I don't remember, but like the fact that I remember awkward things I did, I'm like,
you don't remember that girl's name, though.
yeah, I don't. But that's normal.
Yeah, that's typical.
Yeah.
Do you have one more Tinder story for us, and then we can go do a Patreon for a little bit? Yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Okay, this one was recent.
Oof.
November, I guess.
Yeah.
Late November.
I don't know how that makes it way more funny. Like, late November. Okay, continue.
Born on the dark.
When it first snowed, in Bountiful that November.
Okay.
The snow was just hitting the ground. Calford looked into
I need
his
to go
phone.
home.
Oh, Lord.
There was a dark, handsome man that he swiped right on.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay.
Before you continue, do you have a type? I was curious because you can kind of see trends with most people, like the type they
I don't
like.
think I have a type. I mean, a lot of my friends say I only like white boys, but in reality, white boys is all I can get. You know, like, but you know, I like.
Don't play us down.
No, not like that.
We're not your fucking second.
Don't play us down.
No, I like. In reality, I like Latin men.
Okay.
Masculine, Latin, you know, whatever, like sexy, whatever. Like, that's my type, I guess. But are there any that go after me? No, okay? But it does, I don't know, like, even like some.
Like that guy that's the big musician. I can't remember his name. The DJ.
Khaled.
No, you were. I can't remember. I can't even think of the songs. He was big like 8 months ago.
Mexican dude?
Yeah. Does Spanish music.
I just had it in my head and I forgot.
You were talking about him, and we looked up his pictures online.
Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
He's still big, bitch. The fuck you talking about?
I haven't heard anything recently, but
He's
He has a new album, yeah.
Forrest knows.
I know all albums, like, well, I keep track of music.
But I mean, yeah, like guys like that, you know, very stylish, very like sexy, whatever, like, and even black guys. I don't know, like whatever, you know, I'm into whoever. If you're cute and whatever, like it's whatever. I don't care about race. Like Chinese guy. I matched with an Asian guy on Tinder, and he was actually pretty cute. You know, like I'm saying, I guess I do have a type, but like in reality, I don't have a type.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'll settle. Just kidding.
Oh, glad us whites are last.
No, not like that at all.
I'm your second choice. Understandable.
You're trying to set me up for a racist scandal here, and I don't like that. But anyways, so yeah, Tinder guy number 2 that I ever met up with. It was like back in November. Patreon story. Subscribe to our Patreon. But like, so it was like I get a random message on like my phone from Tinder, and it was like so and so sent you a message, and I'm just like, who the fuck is that? Because I have matches from like 2 years ago on my Tinder account, you know.
Yeah.
So then I open the message, and I'm just kind of like, and you know how on Tinder it shows when you guys matched, and it was like, oh, 2017. And I'm just kind of like, oh, why you barely messaging me now? Like the fuck, like. So I was like, okay, I'm like, hey, what's good, you know? And I was at a party at the time, like just talking to this person, chilling, vibing, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we're just talking away, talking about our nights, whatever, chilling, and he was just kind of like, you want to hang out? I'm kind of just like, I don't know, I'm kind of busy right now. And he was like, well, I am too. He's like, I have some family over, but like if you want to chill later. And I was like, to make it clear, I'm like, nothing's gonna happen between us. So like I was like, nothing sexual is gonna happen between us. Like, I hope you know that. And he was like, no, that's fine. He's like, I'm just lonely and want some company. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, if you can admit that, like, I'm down, you know, like, fuck, like, you're lonely, fuck it, I get lonely too, fuck it, I'll hang out with you. Plus he was kind of cute, you know, so it's like, whatever. So I get home from that party, and I'm just kind of like, all right, give me your address, because I was in fucking Murray, and it said like 30 miles away or 20 miles away. And so I asked him, like, where do you live? And then he was like, oh, he's like, I live in, or give me his address. I put it in the maps. It's by the fucking rec center. Okay?
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, oh, he a town boy. Okay, like, fuck. So I was like, all right. So I wasn't drunk or anything like that, but I was like not okay to drive. So I was like, I'll just Uber there, you know? Yeah. So I Uber to his place. Whatever. I'm like, is this the right house? And he was like, you passed it. And I'm like, fuck. And it's starting to snow. So I'm like, fuck. Damn. So I'm like walking in the fucking snow down this fucking street by the rec center. And then he was like, okay, I see you. And I'm just kind of like, bitch, just fucking come out. Like, fuck. Like, why am I playing this kid? And then I see this like pretty nice house with like this like pretty badass Camaro and this pretty badass Chevy truck. So I'm just like, oh, this is his daddy's house, you know? Like, and so I pull up in there, whatever, and then I'm just kind of like, hi, and he's like, hey, whatever, we're chilling. And it was actually pretty cool because like we were like showing each other our favorite music, you know, like it was like one of those cool nights, you know, we were just chilling, vibe, whatever, and then like it was just like that. And then like we were just talking about our lives and our past, our childhoods, our alcoholic parents, you know, like we're relating a lot. And then I asked a question like, so is this your place? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, this is your place. Okay. I'm like, okay. And then I was just like, so those are your cars outside? He's like, yeah, those are mine. I'm just like, oh, okay.
My guy. I'm
feeling
you.
Like, hey. This whole match is about to change.
I'm like, hey, daddy. You know? Yeah. No, but like, so then, I don't know if you've ever met up with someone, but you forget their name. Have you done that before? You forget someone's name who you're hanging out with on Tinder? Please tell me you've done that before, because that happened this night and I felt like a piece of shit. I felt like the biggest, and I don't want to open Tinder in front of him and have him be like, why you on Tinder? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. I've had that happen with any girl I've hung out with in my life, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know, just like you tell me that's not that important to me. I don't think I'm going to make this last, so you tell me your name, I'm definitely forgetting.
Yeah.
It's not like girls only, just dudes, chicks, like, yeah.
Yeah, so
you're not going to play a significant part of Scram, like, but anyways.
Yeah, I know, yeah. No, so I asked him, I was like, hey, I'm like, what's your name? And he was like, it's Bob. No, Bobby. I was like, Bobby. And I was like, oh. And because he does not look like a Bobby. And I'm like, hey, Bobby, you know. And he was like, what's your name? And I was like, Calford. He was like, okay. And then later on, he was like, just kidding, my name's Ty. And I'm like, oh my God, fuck, okay, whatever, like, I guess. So we're like hanging out, whatever. And he was just kind of like, so can I tell you something? And I was like, what? He was like, so I've never done anything with a guy. And I'm kind of just like, oh, okay. I gotta go. And it's not only that, it's just, I'll explain that in the Patreon story.
Yeah.
But so I was like not down to do anything with him, whatever. And then like we ended up, he was just saying like, I don't know, like he was like, all my life. I'm just like, all your life. I'm like, how fucking old are you? He was like 35. I'm like, you're not 35. You look maybe 23 to the oldest. Yeah. Okay. And he's like, yeah, I'm 35. I'm like, I'm like, I'm in denial. So he's like, it shows me his license. He's 35. I'm like,
damn.
Oh, okay. You know, like, whatever. And then we're like talking and chilling. And then he was like, I've never cuddled a guy. And I'm just kind of like,
hey. Just grab him, strangle him, and fall over.
Well, we're on the couch, and he has like one of those couches that are like sectional, so like it's a pretty big couch, like one you can like lay on, you know. And he was like, "I want to be the big spoon," and I was like, "Okay, be the big spoon, there, you know, whatever." So we're well, it wasn't like big spoon, little spoon. It was just kind of like we're laying together in his arms, I guess. It was like so weird because I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck am I doing? Because I'm starting to sober up at this point, you know? Like,
you're starting to what?
Sober up. Oh. So I'm just kind of like...
Damn, I think that's too many of my girl experiences. Yeah, but continue.
Yeah, so I was like sitting there like, what am I doing with my life? And then we're just talking, and then he falls asleep, and then I fall asleep, and then I wake up at fucking 4 a.m, and I look at my phone, and he's snoring away, and I'm just kind of like... And I'm sober at this point. I'm just literally, I'm like, gets up slowly, requests the Uber. Thank God there's one 3 minutes away. Get my shoes on, slowly walk through the door, and I fucking just bounce the fuck out, you know? Oh, I heard this part. So he was telling me before he fell asleep, he was telling me this whole past about how he was like addicted to meth and like all this stuff like that. And I couldn't see it, you know? Like I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Like he told me, he was like, yeah, I was like addicted for like 5 years, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, got weird after that, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, anyways, I sobered up, got up, left, snuck the fuck out. I felt bad because I told my friend about it, and she was like, maybe he feels sad that he woke up and you weren't there. And I'm just kind of like, oh, you're
Sucks
right.
for him.
Yeah, so then I was going to go message him on Tinder and be like, hey, sorry, I had a family emergency. He blocked me on Tinder.
Damn.
Fuck.
I felt like the biggest piece of shit ever. I was like, fuck. So now sometimes when I drive past the house, I'm just kind of like on the window, like, hi.
You just scratch his window. I'm sorry.
But no, I genuinely felt bad though. I was like, damn.
You could have been my glucose guardian.
You could have been my sugar daddy.
Right?
I never asked what he did for work, so that's the thing. Maybe he sells drugs. Who knows?
Maybe he sells the meth that he was originally doing.
Maybe he got over it and then he sells it. I don't know. Who knows?
He's like, I had excess. Time to sell this shit.
Learn how to not get high on your
No,
own
but he had a
supply.
nice house though. I was just kind of like, fuck. Like,
Damn.
Let's drive over there and talk to him right now.
Literally
Patreon
just bang on his
exclusive.
door. Patreon like
And
we set up everything, the webcam and this fucking.
We're just
living
sitting
room.
out front. Calford, go. We're just sitting out there reading Western
I
commentary.
got a couple questions.
I'm like blackout drunk, like boom, 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 boom.
We're sitting on his front yard commentating it. Oh, he's knocking heavily.
I talk on my deep, like straight guy voice. I'm like, shut up the fucking door, like. Hold on, wait. Newspaper in the morning will read nationwide. Utah man, Calford doesn't like the whites. Oh my god, no! I like the whites.
At least someone does.
Yeah.
At least someone does.
Not like those kind of whites, but like.
Well, I hope not those kind of whites.
Are we talking about like whites or just like whites? Like.
Just normal whites.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Not the offended ones.
Damn. Have you ever been kicked out of a girl's or guy's house on Tinder? Like, I hooked up with this girl one time and she's like, scram. Like, after I was like, I'm not a piece of meat.
Well,
And I was like, I don't understand how these young ladies feel now because I just got done pounding. And I was like, 2 seconds and she's skedaddling me right on out of there. And I was like, what am I? I just started crying.
That's so sad.
No, I
just
was like,
wanted to cuddle.
I was like, well, I don't ever. Usually I just want to skedaddle. But being forced to skedaddle, I wasn't about it. I was like, wait, I'm in charge here, lady.
I'm the manager, bitch. Like.
Don't you tell me to leave. No, I was like, oh, damn. I understand
like
how
the
you...
whites, newspaper in the morning where Utah man Calvin puts the whites above. Oh my god! This is what I'm talking about. I can never win.
I don't know.
But no, I honestly don't really have a type, but yeah.
I don't know if I do either.
You know what I mean? You know, like you're not.
For a while, I did for sure, but like,
Trust me too. Like, but like
now it's like I'll take what I can get.
same.
Yeah. You swipe right, I'm pretty much gonna talk to you. That's how it goes these days.
I guess so sad when like I match with someone on Tinder when I occasionally swipe and it's like some super hot like fucking like some like I don't know Instagram model guy like whatever, and then he doesn't message me and I'm like unmatched.
See, my problem is that I don't get the like. I'm like, oh, this hot chick, and I yes, and it doesn't happen. I'm like, oh, a new match.
And you're like, oh, I was an accidental swipe.
Yeah, no, not even that. I don't even get accidental swipes. I get
like their friend did that. Like
I just get the ugliest girl I've ever seen in my life, and I was like, is this where I am in life? Is this my category? Am I this fucking chick that has no jaw? What have I come to?
You guys ever been catfished? Yeah, I have.
I don't know.
I'll tell a Patreon story. I'll tell names and everything, but like,
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't really get catfished, but so I had this Tinder match. I was like, oh, this chick's super cute. And then I was like, she only had like kind of half like quarter face pictures. I was like, from what I could see, it looks super good.
I know who you're talking about.
What? Do you?
I know who you're talking about.
It's not a chick, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, never mind.
That's how the story ends. I was like, transgender. And I was like, you dumb whore. You tricked me.
Damn.
I fell for it, bamboozled. You're lucky I didn't come over, or none of my friends would hear the rest of this story.
Hey, man. We don't judge.
Do you think I would ever, like, so the other weekend, and then I touched...
I think you would tell...
And then I touched her...
drunk enough on a Patreon, maybe.
Like, then I touched her dick.
Her dick? Her fucking dick? I'm done. I'm fucking
This
done.
guy says her dick.
Her dick.
Yeah. No, I got catfished and it was pretty bad. And like I tried to be nice about it.
I think you told me the story, or you told us the story already.
Maybe.
Mm.
She took like mostly face pictures and she looked really cute.
Yeah.
Got there and I was like,
Yeah, you did. You told us the story before.
bitch, you bigger than me.
No, yeah, you told us the story. No, hell no,
Fuck you
dude.
think?
Dude, I am jealous of you of Calford. I
Why?
can never have like, I can never go to a chick and be like, hey, wanna wrestle? But I think you, a dude on dude, I think that's a fair thing to ask. Like, hey, sir, you
know
wanna
what's
wrestle?
crazy is I wrestled in junior high, and like, I mean, I didn't get turned on or anything. Trust me,
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
didn't, because I was like a fat ass fucking junior. I mean, I'm fat now, but like back in junior high, you know yeah. I always got put with like the big Samoan guys,
Oh,
you know,
shit.
like because there, you know how in wrestling they have a weight class.
Yeah.
And I like it was like after 178 or some shit, 180, you're like obviously in the heavyweight class, and I'm the smallest guy in the heavyweight class,
Oh,
like
sure.
big Samoan guys, these big black guys, and I always just lost during practice,
Damn.
and that's why I just gave up, because I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, that's a little unfair being the smallest of the big guys.
Literally the smallest, like the shortest, like yeah, I was fucking fat, but like these guys are like 6'2", like fucking 200 pounds, but it's all muscle, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, like
Yeah, it's a lose-lose.
I would have gotten turned off if I was fucking wrestling. You know,
Yeah.
oh, shit, I'm
You're like,
okay.
hold me harder.
I'm like, shit, I'm like, put your crotch in my face.
Fucking choke me.
Literally.
Choke me.
Oh, Lord.
Alright, you guys want to do the Patreon?
Fuck yeah, let's do the page. I'm fucking itching to tell these stories. Hello, everyone. If you want to hear my dirty fucking stories,
Head on over to the Patreon. Topshelfers podcast on Patreon. $1 gets you everything.
it's $1.
Yeah, for everything.
Okay.
Think we should up that? Is that what you were
I'm
about?
down.
$5. Just kidding.
No, not yet.
No.
Alright, here's our outro. I love you guys. Stay cool.
Oh,
What in tar nation, an outro?
Hey, partners.
Thanks for watching the episode. I'm sure that we were stupid and silly and funny, and you love us. I'm glad you made it to the end. We want to show you the other stuff we got going on in our world. If you scroll down on our Twitch right now, you'll find our About Me, what's going on the podcast, different things like that. We have our links to everything down here. If you want to donate, you can. You don't have to. It helps us out. Here's our schedule for the next upcoming little while. There are streams that come in every once in a while that aren't on the schedule. Mm-hmm. Our Patreon is one thing that we are trying to take off. We really enjoy Patreon as a service, and that is they let us do whatever we want. So when you click on this Patreon link that you scroll down below, it will take you over to our page, and this is where you can find some exclusive content that you can't find anywhere else right now. It's not on YouTube. It's not anywhere else. We have a couple podcasts that are privated, just for certain reasons. Got a little too rowdy for YouTube. We also have a couple exclusives, which are pretty raunchy, especially our classic XXL BBW and Chlamydia, a Forest and West story. The OG story. If you haven't heard that story or haven't heard anyone reference that story, now's the time.
It's only $1.
It's $1. It helps us a lot, and we also have some deals going on. If you want to up the buck a little bit, we'll give you shout outs. We want to help each other out. Obviously, the other big thing is YouTube. Everyone knows what YouTube is. All of our podcasts, some of our old gaming can be found here. Our new exclusive Bible Boys just went up on Patreon, and also Spooky Boy Things is up on YouTube. Make sure to check those out. We got lots of old gaming, Layers of Fear, Outlast, some of the classics. Watch Forrest get jump scared. And then for some of the new age stuff, we're on Spotify. Everything's on Spotify. And, of course, iTunes. We have everything uploaded to iTunes. The only other one that we don't have pulled up is Podbean, but Podbean links to all this. So go check it out. Go follow us. Our Twitter is down below on the Twitch as well. Instagram's on there. Facebook is on there. We reply to everyone's messages.
And also on iTunes, don't forget to give us that 5-star rating. If you like what we do, we'd really appreciate it.
And just remember, the more that you guys help us out, the bigger we get. Of course, the more we're going to help all you out. So, throw us a bone. You know what I'm saying?
Really motherfucking appreciate it. But yeah.
Thanks for watching the episode. We love you guys. Have a good one.
See you guys later. Dad.